Yo, DJ, pull that up. Hello. Big yak today. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Jenks in the building.
Hey, guys.
We have Stu Feiner in the building.
Legend.
We had Dave here. Dave's going to come on tomorrow. Debate Sass.
There's really not much to debate.
Oh, there's a lot to debate.
Sass, take off the toboggan. Take off your beanie.
Take off your beanie.
Do you still have all your hair? It's not buzzed.
Oh!
Uh-huh. He doesn't give a fuck.
By the way, Sass, you would look even better if you were wearing Roback right now. Roback. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, all on roback.com. Use code YAK. 20% off your first purchase. Roback.com. 20% off your first purchase. Shorts as well. All of it's on roback.com. Go check it out now. Okay, so Jenks is here. We're going to do the Jenks Report. Can we make sure Stu's mic is on?
I don't think it's on.
There we go. Stu's here. Stu, how are you feeling?
I feel positive. I feel grateful. Clean, sober, abstinent for the 1,000th time.
How long are you on that?
3 days my food is squeaky clean with extreme exercise, and 4 days no marijuana.
All right.
You look
Holy
great.
shit,
I
dude.
see your cheekbones.
Yeah, I mean, I clean up from the neck up really quickly. Just from the neck down's the problem.
Do you get a coin for 3 days?
No, in the rooms where I went to NA and OA, it was a coin after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, 1 year.
And
Those are the
how
OA
quickly
coins.
do you feel the positive effects?
5 seconds. I swear on top
For me,
of
it's
God.
day 4, like 3
really?
days of misery, and then
The second I don't like, the reason I love marijuana so much and I partaking it to such an intense gutter drunk level is when I smoke, it takes me back to when I was 18. I mean, it makes me feel young. So that's the fountain of youth for me. That's the key to marijuana for me. I live with no inhibitions, no fear, love everyone and smoke. My problem is that, my sugars and my carbs are going to kill me. Tomorrow I go to my doctor. He's probably going to put me on insulin.
Right. Shit.
Because I've just abused myself.
So when it takes you back, does it take you back to when your mom gave you your first hand job?
Well, she didn't, but I specifically remember the girls that did at my brother's bar mitzvah. Yes, yes, and it was fabulous. It was fabulous.
Was it her first time giving the hand job?
I don't ask those questions. I'm just so grateful her hand was on my penis. Like, you just cannot believe how grateful I was. Like, I had a perpetual smile for like 6 weeks.
Was it your bar mitzvah?
No, it's my brother's.
Okay.
Yeah, can we pull up that tweet, TJ? Because his mom did give him a hand job.
The photo was confusing.
I just wrote it a little weird.
A little weird.
Yes.
Don't open it. Wait, Kate, what are you doing?
Hey.
I didn't open it yet. Look.
Two.
that's a rule?
God damn.
Squeeze.
No, you have to rip it off.
Oh my God! It was just natural reaction. Like
Give me
from
2. Give me
childhood.
another one.
Am I allowed to give
You did
some
it
free
too?
pics on here right now?
No.
Later.
3.
But one of them
Do a
starts
pics
at
part.
140.
Okay, then give it.
Okay, so there's 3 games that I like.
Okay.
Brewers, Phillies, and Marlins. All early baseball. I think they're extreme quality games. Bet them all equally and bet them responsibly hard. Phillies, Brewers, Marlins.
Okay. We'll have to keep that updated.
Yes.
Oh, Za's back, too. Oh, here it is. 14 years old, got my first hand job at my brother's bar mitzvah. When I came, I almost passed out. What a mess, my mommy.
So,
You got to
So I was-
understand the context here.
You have to understand how that's confusing for the people at home.
I am 62, and sometimes I miss the mark. I really try, but I miss the mark,
It's one of my favorite tweets ever.
It was like multitasking.
The thing is, there's no other way to take that.
Yeah. That is the thing. That is the
I
thing.
wanted to share gut level about the hand job and also that I love my mother. I mean, that's the best
Was
way
it
to put
dry?
What was dry?
Hand job. Was it a dry hand job?
I mean, she spit in her hand.
Oh,
Whoa.
it's not dry.
That's a pro.
It was unbelievable.
That was not her
Yeah.
first.
It was one of the best ever.
Okay, so Stu's here for the show today. Jenks is here because Stu went on a date with Jenks, so he's part of the PowerPoint. Jenks, TJ, you did a meeting with Jenks yesterday, right?
Yeah, we had his Google Meet.
So you went through the whole PowerPoint?
Yep.
Great. Before we do it, Jenks,
Yes.
the Knicks suck.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, let's just say that.
Well, there's 30 teams in the NBA. They're in the second round, and they got one win in the series.
This is loser talk, Jenks.
Yes, we are losers
Okay.
historically.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to get that out of the way, but we also are going to do the Capri Sun Challenge before we get to the presentation.
It seems fair that you would make that decision.
How long is the presentation?
It really depends on how interactive you guys are.
Okay, we'd
but
like
it's
to be, yeah.
thorough. So if you guys are like, today I don't want to have to work too much on the yak, Jenks can carry a lot of the time. I feel like I can do that for you.
Okay.
If it's too much, if it's getting boring, stupid, just tell me to shut the fuck up.
Okay. That's why I like Jenks.
What a response.
Go with the
Perfect
flow.
response.
Jerry's got a sad walk.
Oh my
That's an
God.
Eeyore.
It's the saddest walk.
Full Eeyore.
What is that? No, he's been in a funk.
Where's
Over.
my honey?
He hasn't been winning.
What was the pick?
Who
Stu?
wins? No one
Phillies,
wins.
Brewers, and who?
Brewers, Marlins,
And Phillies.
Phillies.
One's more.
See how sharp without the marijuana?
What?
How sharp you are without the marijuana?
What does that mean?
You can recall all of your picks very easily.
Correct.
Yes.
Rather than, hey. I mean, like he would ask him that question, I would have been like, hey, look at that picture of Frank.
Yeah, in the presentation, and I know we'll get to it afterward, Big Cat, there is some good proof of, I don't know if everybody remembers the famous Portnoy Thanksgiving that Stu destroyed.
Oh, because
With the
Dave.
punch bar.
Yeah.
That was actually not Stu's fault.
Well, it wasn't Stu's fault, but
It's-
one thing from an outsider perspective was the numbers they were throwing around in terms of milligrams
Yeah.
seemed like unrealistic, like they were hamming it up.
Yeah.
That'll get addressed in the presentation.
Oh no, Stu doesn't. What's the punch bar? 50 milligrams? No,
250.
200. And the problem was Dave only ate like 50. He didn't go through the wall.
Well, I think he ate 100, but he should have ate 250.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because once you get so fucked up, then you get your second wind.
Yeah, you go on the other side.
Right.
I'll say I watched Stu do 250 at once. He was fine for like 10 hours, but we do have video evidence of the end of the 10 hours.
Oh yeah. That's
when
old
it
Stu.
hit.
That's old.
That's old
Correct.
Stu.
Yeah,
This
that's
was
old
months ago.
Correct. Exactly.
250 milligrams. So much.
I did 1,000 2 weeks ago.
I was worried he might
1,000.
die on my watch. I was concerned.
1,000.
Is that edibles?
And then
That's
I
so
smoked,
much?
I smoked like 7-8 blunts with the 1,000. Because
Confirmed.
remember, I mean, by the grace of God, I'm pretty much set right now. I don't really need to do anything, so I can just be fucked up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I have no responsibility. My kids are old, and they're doing well by the grace of God. My wife handles herself, so, you know,
take
pretty much
great care of
Barstool
your
allows
father,
me to do
though,
whatever I
so-
want, so I'm able to zone out like any day. I'm
Just
very
allowed to just leave the planet whenever you want.
Literally, I can check out. I can have a nap with my dog for 5 hours, and there
Sounds
ain't a
great.
fucking thing anybody can say about it.
That's a great life.
That
Thank
sounds
you,
pretty
Lord.
good.
Thank you,
Done
Jesus
it.
Moses. And can I say something? You're part of that. You're the reason for that.
Oh, thank
You
you.
are one of the main reasons that I have independent money, independent freedom, independent love from the world, and independent security. Thank you.
I love you, Stu. You know
Thank
I
you,
love
Dave.
you. You're one of my favorite people on earth.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Yes, thank you.
Living legend. Okay, so should we do Capri Suns?
Yes.
I'm excited for this. So I guess we should go around. Don't touch it. No one touch it. Kate, I'll give you another one. I have
Okay.
more coming.
Okay.
This is one of those things that, like, as soon as this got in my brain yesterday, I was like, we have to do this.
Okay.
Steven, do you want to come get one? So what's actually the stipulations?
Timer starts when you touch the packaging.
And then what's the record? World record?
I think it's 10.41.
Okay.
I'll
10.41
confirm that.
seconds?
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
Drink
counts.
this?
It counts
Stu is the
straw.
Open
straw.
it, get the straw in, and drink.
Well, what's
it.
like a good performance?
Well, I guess we'll find
Previous world record was like 14 seconds.
No, we don't.
Wow.
Seconds, so a good
Like a
performance
state
is
record.
below 20.
out. All right, so Sash, you want to start us off?
Good. You said good's low 20.
Let's go under 20 is
Well, that's a
You're-
this is
you're
a
considered-
world record we're talking about.
under 20. You're one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
I have to
do
go
it.
first.
Yeah, might as well. We'll just go around the room.
Straw,
wait,
is the
wait.
straw upside down?
TJ, do you have it? Are you going to start it right when he touches it?
Yes.
All right, come on, Sass. I believe in you.
Who'll get it?
I believe in you so much.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Hold on, don't start yet. Let me get in.
Ooh.
All right, ready?
Yep, he's got it. Great.
Wow.
Good start.
Oh,
In.
slow.
Holy shit.
He's doing it.
7, 8, 9, 10. Go, Sass, go.
Sup?
That was good.
Oh.
It was like 14 something.
That would have been the world record like 2 months ago.
Great job. All right, Jenks, you're up.
It's tough to follow.
Can you puncture?
Ready?
Do you have to puncture it at the top, at the hole?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you can punch it wherever, but I think the hole's the best place to do it.
I think the bottom is.
If you
So what
spill,
she
We good to go, TJ?
I'm ready.
Sorry, not counting, not counting.
Go.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
it's all
no!
bent.
That's it. Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Jenks.
No liquid in his mouth.
Oh,
Oh, mess.
no, he missed.
Massacre. It couldn't have went worse.
Qualified.
Oh, his debut. He's embarrassed. It was of utmost humiliation.
He went through the Capri Sun.
Qualification.
Oh no!
Terrible.
2 words.
Didn't go well, guys.
Words. Epic fail. Epic fail. Epic fail. Epic fail.
That's tough.
That's tough to live with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad I wore black.
Yeah, here we go, KB.
KB.
Wait. Make sure TJ's got it on you.
Oh, no.
Oh.
His dexterity is going to come into play.
Oh no!
Oh.
That was slow. That was not.
Oh, no. He's got it. He's got it.
That took nearly
You
5
nailed the
seconds.
puncture.
He's flying
Oh,
through the
my
ball.
God, he's
Nice.
flying.
Just a little spill.
Little spill.
You're done. You're done.
Time.
Little
Come on, Kyle.
Under
20.
20. Under 20, though.
Yeah, that was
I mean, I set the bar so low, everyone's golden.
Jesus, and I spilled a bunch. That's a
Did ya?
disqualification.
You ready, TJ?
Yes.
It's a lot of pressure.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Good start.
Oh, no. That took a second.
There it
6
is.
seconds already. No spillage coming out. Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
He's inhaling.
Sucking it all in one gulp,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Time. 16.
Holy shit.
You could beat the world record.
I don't think so.
Yes, you could.
It
It's
was
It's
the
a
opening.
transfer
You
that's
coulda-
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Also,
gotta-
it doesn't go
gotta
down
practice
as
the
fast as you
transfer.
expect.
Yeah.
I thought once I had it, it would just be like,
You have to basically do the transfer in like a second and a half.
Yeah.
I'm going to be bad at this. I
How
don't
did you
feel-
pop the straw?
You got. There's one end that's sharper.
I blacked out.
But Stu, if you go too hard, you're going to come out the other end like me.
Yeah, you got it. Don't go so hard. Just go with precision timing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Nick.
You ready, Teach? I'm really nervous.
It is. It's nerve wracking.
3.
Good start.
Come on,
Good start.
Come on.
Nick.
Yep.
Oh, that was
You're on
really
pace.
That's
quick.
good. That was good. That was good. Go,
On
go,
pace.
go, go.
He's
Drink
gonna
it
do
in.
it.
Like you've never drank before.
Oh,
God, he doesn't have the sock.
Oh.
Oh,
that was
that
great,
was
Nick.
really fast.
That was really good.
That was really good.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Nice.
I can do better.
Yeah.
Is that Pacific Cooler?
A specific cooler.
My God.
Yes, it's the best one.
Delicious.
All
You
right.
really are rich.
All right, Stu. Come on, Stu. Don't beat yourself up about this.
Anyone here can do high burst, high intensity.
Mind over matter. Ready? I'm so nervous.
Yeah, he's slow.
We're fine. We're
No,
fine.
no.
Very okay.
That was bad.
He's got a puncture.
No, good.
There it
Here
is.
you go, Stu. Come on, Stu.
Got it,
Great
got it, got it.
puncture. Oh my lord.
I don't. He might have swallowed the straw.
What a bear. What an animal.
Oh.
Strong.
That was pretty
Strong.
respectable, though.
That's really good.
Don't beat yourself up.
Thank God you're not gay. You'd be sucking dicks off the torso.
If you don't win, you lose.
Yeah, that's true. Here's Pat with
Oh.
40 more Capri Sun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just in case we want to keep
You
trying
gotta
to break the
Can I
record.
practice?
I want to break the record.
Okay.
I wonder if I can do worse.
No chance.
Okay.
All
Ready?
right, come on, Kate.
3, 2, 1. Shit.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
oh, and the
still
and the
one.
drinking time is outrageously slow.
No. She's good.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Suck
Strong
that down.
recovery.
I didn't
Yeah.
mess up the beginning.
DJ, check the
Strong
women's
recovery.
division.
That
Give me
might
another
be-
one. Get me another one.
Shout out veterans.
You want another?
Oh, veterans.
Do that up. I want to go again.
Last one to try to get a world record.
Oh, Mario Kart Golf Rush.
So how do I prove it's done at the end? It's just I show it, Because it's like if a drop drips out, it's like not legit, right?
We'll get a Guinness adjudicator.
Well,
on the
a
case.
drop is fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know when it's done.
All right, I'm a man of integrity.
Now I don't think you tell the truth.
Ready on the draw? Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Talk.
Oh no.
It's done.
Steve, this is the part where
Oh no!
Total shit.
God, he's a man of honor.
You could make up for it if you can. No.
Absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, it's a total shit show.
I could
It's
hear
a
him
God.
swallowing.
He's casually sipping it.
This is horrendous.
Show's only an hour, Steve.
It's impossible. It's coming through this tiny straw.
yeah. That's
You never
okay.
had a Capri Sun before?
But if you can't even like push
Calm
it back.
down.
Sorry.
Steven.
We'll call that one a disqualified.
If I squeezed it more, it's just coming out my mouth.
Swallow.
It was impossible.
You got to put a seal around that straw with your lips, baby.
yeah, you're DQ'd.
The problem is to poke the hole, you want to squeeze it a little, but if, like me, you squeeze it too hard, then
Right.
it all comes
Can you
in.
show the world record again to see what he did?
I got to see his technique.
I think Sass had the fastest opening.
I think Sass did too, yeah. I think Sass had
Uh,
the best time.
Yeah, he did.
Sass, Nick, then me, then...
Disqualified.
Yeah. KB.
I was the worst drinker. I can't drink.
Oh, wait, whoa. His
Hey,
straw's already
Wait a
off.
minute.
What was his
Straw's
open?
off.
Oh, we all forgot to do that
What
part.
time was that?
No, I think
What
he
It was
cheated.
his straw already off?
Straw. Do this. I
cheated.
want to see this.
Oh, no, that's when it starts?
Yeah, I guess. But I think he
Pulled it off and then started when he stuck.
He blew the second piece of the plastic off and went in with the sharp side.
That's clever.
That's classic Andre.
That is smart.
All right, are we going again?
You want to go again?
I
I'll
know.
The good
mix it in. If you
competitors.
want to go, anyone who wants to go, they can just go whenever.
Strawberry kiwi, though. Come on now.
Tropical Tide, Fruit Punch.
Do you want a cough drop? I took a menthol cough drop beforehand to open up the throat.
Smart idea. What was the other kind?
That could be considered steroids.
Tropical
yeah.
Tide,
Any sport, I'd be doing
Fruit
that.
Punch.
Give me fruit punch.
Whoops.
Whoa.
All right. Is anyone else going to go again?
Are those
I'm
cold?
going to go again later. I'm
Sass,
gonna-
are they room temp or cold?
Why don't you go, Sass, because you won the first one. Let's
These
see
are
if you
these are a
can
little
go.
cold.
Okay.
And then we'll start the Jenks report, and then we might do like some intermissions where people want to go.
All right, this is going to be my last one.
Yeah, the official definition of the record saying it has to be an unmodified 200 milliliter pouch with the straw, and you must begin the challenge with the straw still inside the plastic, still glued to the side of the pouch.
Okay.
TJ kind of feels like God for the listeners at home.
Yeah.
From an outsider getting to sit in the chair. Pretty cool.
Also, you can't quite see him behind the high noon fridge, so it's just a.
Yeah, my back's to him, so it's just like the Lord speaks to us at times.
I hope he never gets his ass beat.
TJ?
Yeah, never.
Yeah, same.
Right?
I don't know if I want to say that yet.
Oh, should I go or should I wait? I'm going to get a little bit of a tummy wummy if I go again. I'll go again. All right, ready?
Yes.
Restart.
Again, I'll go again later.
Oh, restart. Try again right now. You also, I think you have to plan like you hit the straw on the wrong end. Like you want to flip it first, hit the straw, get it off, and then go right in. You had to basically baton twirl.
Slam that Capri Sun on the ground as hard as you can.
Brother, don't be foolish.
Or jump on it.
Respect the pouch.
Respect the pouch.
It's
Go again right now.
You go like. So what did that guy do? He ripped it off.
I wouldn't try to do
Blue
that.
bottom plastic.
Do your first.
off.
I'm gonna
in.
go for it.
You're going to go for it.
That's a technique that you have to use.
All right.
Here, give me that one. I want to slam it on the ground. Yeah, I guess you get two. Kyle, do you want to slam one on the ground?
Stu, what's the most calories you've ever consumed in a day?
I've been about 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
When is that?
You're like Michael Phelps.
Is that a comfortable 20,000, or you get to a point?
I was 262 pounds for 4 straight years, and that would mean that I would literally be eating round the clock all the time.
Yeah, just to maintain that.
I'd say a pie a day, 4 or 5 bagels.
Would you buy the pie or would you steal it from your neighbor's windowsill?
No, I would buy it.
Float in the air.
A lot of things, and twin cheese with bacon, large fry, vanilla milkshake. I had that every day for almost like 500 days.
Oh my God! On any given day, how many leftovers are at the Stu Feiner household?
Well, there's a lot of people that
I know.
randomly come in. Everybody's stoned. There's nothing left over the next day.
Stu's house is like the whole community just comes and hangs out.
Like at 4 in the morning,
waves.
Sandy randomly comes downstairs and just threatens our lives. He's like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Stu, throw everybody the fuck out. You're 60 years old.
It's just amazing.
Like, all right, honey. Oh, I promise I'll get everybody out of here.
Are you ready, Sash? You want to try one more time? Then we'll do Jenks Report.
All right, I'll go again. I'm gonna go for that guy's method.
Come on, Sass.
All right, ready?
Oh, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, get the pouch right.
Good.
He got
Smooth.
Good.
Good.
He got it.
Go,
He
go.
got it. He got it. Come on, Sash.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
spill.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Oh, a
You're
little
good?
bit of spill.
Oh, you're still at
Spill.
quality time?
Spill.
Faster than last
13.
time.
Oh no!
Yes, I
Straight to the
think you can
lungs.
get this.
You
if
can't
keep
beat it.
practicing.
What was that, 13?
Yeah, like
2 seconds off the world record?
Yeah.
And there was spillage, though.
There was a little spillage. Damn. All right.
That was good.
Anyone who wants to do it for the rest of the show, we can just randomly do it.
yeah. At some point, I will definitely.
All right. Quick ad. High Noon. Made with real tequila, real juice, clean finish because it's made with real Blanco tequila. Only 100 calories, gluten-free, and no added sugar. High Noon Tequila Seltzer is now available nationwide in 4 bright, crisp flavors: strawberry, lime, grapefruit, and passion fruit. High Noon Tequila is great in the outdoors, especially around the pool, lake, beach, golf, and tailgating. Look for them on Drizzly or at your local convenience store or liquor store, or visit highnoonspirits.com to find it near you. My favorite is peach for vodka and lime for tequila. So go check them out now, highnoonspirits.com. All new tequila for the summer. Nothing better than High Noon in the summer. Maybe at Stu's pool. Is the pool opened?
Pool's been open since March 20th. It was ready to swim at 88 perfectly. March 27th. From March 27th to April 4th, it was 35 outside, 88 in my pool, so the pool water was evaporating constantly. But it's ready to roll.
It's ready to roll.
It's ready, and he has proof.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
proof.
part of the report. That's part of the report.
All right.
All right, so let's do it. It's time for the Jenks Report. For people who don't know, Jenks is, we first met him, last 2 years ago at the Super Bowl. Jenks, I'll say this about him, he does a very good job of straddling that line of fan/stalker. And then you sent me something in the mail.
Yes.
You sent me something in the mail.
A box with a shoe in it saying I'm trying to get a foot in the door.
Right, he's trying to get a foot in the door. He also said he had
Blog with 300 pages of NBA writing.
Yeah, so really what Jenks, though, the reason why Jenks was able to get to this seat today is he DM'd me a pic. It was like maybe November or December, and it was the over in Orlando game, and the over hit by like 30 points. And so obviously I was like, oh, this guy knows something. And then he just kind of got my hook in me from that point on, because it's basically like one winning pick, and I'm like, this guy does not. In fact, he does not know anything. He keeps his updated record. He DMs me a pick every day. He's like 87 and 92.
Close.
But then it started. He took who'd you take first? Che to a date, and we said let's have Jenks take all of us on a date, so then he can grade us all on how we do his dates. So he took me, Nick, Che, Stu, Frank, Glenny, all on dates, and now we have the
take
Jenks
Brandon?
Report.
You took Brandon.
Brandon as well. So he has taken all of us on dates. So we'll now find out who is the best date with Jenks. So without further ado, the Jenks Report. Let's do it.
Appreciate it. Thank you, first of all, everybody, for having me. I think after hearing yesterday's episode, if it's okay, I just wanted to open by saying I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I love my brother, Andrew, his girlfriend, Allie. And special shout out to my boy, EP, who helped put together this presentation. And also, the show's at 1 o'clock. I'm a real person with a job. So Big Cat looks into the camera line and goes, I know Jenks is watching. I got really lucky a couple times where I managed to catch him. But my boy Eric really helped catch every time I was brought up, which
shout out Eric
if it's possible. Yeah, he's the man, biggest stoolie you could ever imagine. And then also Paul Conley put together the little reel that I had, and he worked with Dave back in Providence, way back in the day. He's a camera guy that does stuff for the Celtics. So just wanted to give some gratitudes there.
Love it.
TJ/God. Can I just call you God?
Yeah.
This is like the closest I feel like I've ever
he's
been
cool
to
with
God.
that.
So God, if we could just start with slide 1. It's your call, as in everybody in the room, but there's a 90-second kind of overview of everything that's happened to this point. I think Big Cat articulated it well, but it might be a good visual for everybody if they haven't seen it.
I think that's a good idea.
Yep.
Okay, so TJ, hit that shit.
Steven's going with a stranger.
True. Just a strange person.
DM'd him.
He goes by Jenks. How was your date?
It was awesome. We were second row behind the baseline. I've never been that close. Yeah, Jenks was a fun dude.
Look at that.
That Jenks?
Yeah, he's a cool looking dude. I wanted to hear from the other side of the date. Jenks.
What's up, guys? Look out for Shay, man. He doesn't just trust the numbers; he trusts people.
Yeah.
Were you not concerned at all that I could have a van out front and I'm gonna take you? And he looked me dead in the eye and said, "I could take you."
I'll say this: if you go Brandon and then maybe 2 more, and no one gets kidnapped, I'm ready for my date with Jenks. I like Jenks.
I guess I'm not ruling out kidnapping though.
Brandon, how was the game?
It was great. It was one of the better nights of my life. Jenks is a cool guy, man. We sat front row.
Is it a lot better to be on the floor?
Yeah, yes. It changes everything.
Frank sat courtside last night. So everyone's got to go do this date.
Do you know where Frank is right now?
Where?
He's at Mets opening day.
Opening day here at City Field.
What has Jenks done since he went with Brandon?
Stu.
Jenks, it's an honor. Well, we're having an amazing time.
Glenny.
I would love a report.
Yeah. I'm going to go to a playoff game with him. So once I go to the game with him, he said he's going to do a full PowerPoint for us.
This is good.
All right.
Well start.
Shout out to Paul
Well
Conley. Paul Conley. Appreciate
Paul Conley.
So, sticking with the gratitude before we get into the meat and bones, obviously want to thank Big Cat for allowing all of this madness. I have tried very hard to straddle that line of stalker/persistence. Stu, you actually read, and I know Shay read too before meeting me, my silly story of how I wrote letters to David Stern, emails for 3 years, and he never would read emails. He'd have his secretary print it out and then read it physically. And he finally responded after 2 years and said, just with the address and time, and I showed up, he took a one-on-one meeting with me. And he said, Jenks, what you are is a...
Wait, you took a one-on-one meeting with David Stern?
I would say he took it with me.
So you just wrote him until he took a one-on-one meeting with you?
Yes, and then...
Okay.
To go on, he said, the only reason I took this meeting is because you're a CPA, a corporate pain in the ass. And people like me that fucking matter understand at a certain point, it's just worth taking the meeting because you're not going to stop. And basically...
That's what year was this?
Probably 2018-ish.
Oh, my God.
We stayed in great communication for like 2 years. We would meet semi-regularly, like every 6 months or something.
And then what happened?
He died.
Oh.
That'll.
And I was,
You know how he died, Jenks?
It wasn't me.
Was it?
He was alive.
Stern. He was the best commissioner of all time.
How many years did he live before you met him?
A lot more than after.
He never died not knowing you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. The Knicks suck because of me. David Stern died because of me.
Okay, all right. Okay.
With that said,
Fair enough. So you met with him, like you became friends with him?
He verbally undressed me in the first meeting. He's like, you're a piece of shit, going for the top rung. You've not earned anything. You have no right to be in this meeting with me. Like literally just ripped me apart.
amazing.
And once he realized that I could take it, he started to soften up. And then I got a second meeting, third meeting. And as I started to infiltrate and become friends with Alan Houston, I was updating him. And his last message to me was a really nice email that said, keep pushing. And then he passed away. And about 2 weeks after he passed away, I got an email from his office, from his secretary, saying you were on his list of mentees. So you're invited to his funeral at Radio City Music Hall.
No way.
And as a diehard NBA fan, I went there. Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all these guys are just walking in, and that was pretty awesome. So
Holy shit.
Unbelievable.
Just so
That's
you know,
an
Big
unbelievable
Cat.
accomplishment.
Incredible.
Did you say his funeral
You were
was
the-
the best day of your
you were the
life?
You were the next target, Sass. To that
interesting.
point, Sass.
Oh, I was David Stern in the next iteration.
I mean, it
David
literally
Stern, you might-
probably
you might
was.
die soon.
Okay,
So like,
shit.
you
Yeah,
need to
I'm gonna
really
die
live it
soon.
up. Enjoy time with your family while you
Okay.
can. And Sass, great point. Really bad spot to meet all of your heroes is a funeral.
You can't take.
Yeah.
Well, you're dressed nice.
I'm never dressed that nice.
Michael Cry.
We've
can't
got a
ask-
lurker in the window.
Hank,
Oh.
the guy. Wait, I think is he coming in? Should I give him my chair and stand?
No. Dude, we need the report. Let's see what do you take us
coming in.
So how's the Jenks Report going?
We just started it.
Frank, how you feeling?
The Mets just make everything miserable. Nobody on the team.
I muted his mic.
Gives a single damn. That Tomas Nido is going to play a lot, and I could probably hit better than him. I could probably race Daniel Vogelback's thinner than me. I mean, if I was a baseball player, I'd be like Daniel Vogelback. I mean, this guy is like he stands at the plate, and it's like me looking at vegetables on the plate. He doesn't want to touch anything.
Yeah, that was good.
Zing.
All right, well, Frank, we're going to do the Jenks Report, but then I'll have you come back in when we get to your part.
All right, because I'm going to do my podcast at 2. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe after your podcast.
All right.
All right.
Hey, Frank.
Love you, Frank.
Hey, at least.
Man.
No, I want you like halfway out the door when I say this. At least Darren Ruff might be back.
Oh my God. All right.
To do some stage blocking there to get the effect.
So yeah,
vegetable joke.
so back
Great vegetable joke. That crushed.
One of his best.
David Stern Part 2, Dan Katz, Big Cat.
Oh no.
Thank you for allowing the madness. I hope you enjoy the last couple years of your life coming up here.
Okay. Yep.
And thank you also, really from the bottom of my heart, for taking me to my first Knicks playoff game. Lifelong memory.
Yep.
Thank you to Stephen Shea for being brave enough to take the first risk in the first date.
I'm just thinking about this right now. It would have been really funny if your entire report was just coming in here just to thank us.
No, don't worry.
Like report over.
Starting with just the thank yous. The report hasn't started yet. I want to thank Nick, who was delightful on our date. Tank, who took me to 2 Devils games, including a playoff game and Mets season opener, which meant a lot. B-Walk for our night together. And
Whoa.
Stu is basically like family now. KB, Kate, Sass, we'll get to you guys.
I'll say. Okay.
So shall we start?
Yes, let's start.
All right, let's start. So we have to start with a little time travel here. If we go to the LA slide, God. And as I mentioned when I called in,
Yeah. Forgot
I
about
panicked big time. So what actually happened, and I'm going to make myself a little bit vulnerable here, which is probably against the Barstool brand, but TJ's got the screenshot, and don't pull it up quite yet. I'll give the little background. It was COVID 2020 in September, and I think like a lot of people, I was in a tough spot. You know, I was in a tough spot without being too melodramatic. And Barstool, from Dave to Big Cat to all you guys, Stu, you guys did so much for so many people. We just needed to be entertained. And I was such an embarrassing low point. I actually reached out to someone at Barstool with a pretty pathetic, like, self-pitying message. They responded in 10 minutes with kindness. And I would love for each of you to guess who it was, because it's either someone that's participated in a Jenks state or someone on the yak.
I would say Glenny.
I would say Stephen Shea.
I was gonna say Stephen Shea. Yeah.
Che?
Had to have been Shea. Maybe KB.
Stu's mesmerized.
I'm trying to
It's
think.
high as fuck.
I'm straight as fuck.
Yeah? Prove it. Okay, who was it?
TJ, God.
Whoa!
my
no way!
And
Oh my gosh, what a redemption arc!
You needed that.
Yeah.
just a couple things to unravel here. One, he clearly doesn't know the Scott Hall saying,
Ooh.
from yesterday.
Yeah.
Tried to do it, but he really fucked it up there.
Yeah, he did.
Secondly, the guy can't call his mother, but he responded to me in 10 minutes. So very
That's true.
confusing. You know, he's a great guy, great heart, but maybe put more of that energy toward his own family.
Pull that
You on,
back up.
are you on
What-
military time?
Yeah, what time was that, Kate?
3 minus 2, 1, 11, 11:36.
Okay, 11:36 p.m.
Yes.
You're on
Okay.
military. You use military time?
Yes.
Oh, that's a minus a couple points right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you didn't go
Minus
on the dates.
12.
Your
Minus
point
12.
system doesn't mean shit to me, Sass. All right, so back to LA. So
That's wild that Brandon. Good for
I
Brandon.
know.
And you could tell in that photo with Big Cat that you were down to stop and pose for this photo. You're crystal clear.
Yeah, I'm not moving whatsoever.
horrified. So what happened was I basically figured out where you guys were because I'm a crazy man. But got there, I met Spider first. He was awesome. Met a few of the other guys. Won't go into details. And then when I finally saw Brandon Walker, I shook his hand and I thanked him. And I think he actually did again butcher the Scott Hall saying a second time, but was very nice and smiled. And it was ironic. He didn't remember any of this, and I didn't tell him on the date either. And it's perfect he's not here while he's getting all this love.
Is he gonna be? I think he's gonna be here, right?
No,
No.
not today.
So then if you go back to the LA slide, you guys probably don't remember, but I basically made a complete fool of myself. I yelled King of the North, weirded out Big Cat.
Yeah, very much so.
I even went to the bar and got 2 rounds of drinks preemptively for 8 of you and came over with 2 trays, like 16 drinks.
Yeah.
And all of you guys were like, what the hell is this guy's like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And I really wanted to come to dinner with you, but
Yeah.
even
That was the last night, right?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
were with Nick
Yeah.
Mangold.
Yeah.
yeah, you were with Nick Man. Yeah, exactly. He had the 2 drinks pretty quickly.
Or when he went into my room.
Yeah, and he was like, "Damn, Billy's."
Remember when Billy
gross."
blamed that on me that I set him up?
I know. I still don't understand how that happened. How do you?
I don't
get into
either.
my
But
room?
Billy held that grudge against me for so long, and I was like, dude, I was not the last thing that I was thinking about is how can I set up Billy in his room?
Yeah. That was weird.
That was very weird.
So that was the backstory. I felt like I was like really happy I got to meet you guys, but I was like, damn, that I really.
He blew the first one.
Yeah, I
That's
was like,
okay.
I really-
It was the going on the knee made me feel very
May I ask what was your goal at the time?
as friends.
At that time, I was looking to try to get my foot in the door.
To work here?
Potentially, but also I just love you guys. So like in a non-weird way, if you can be friends with the people you're fans of, like that's like so cool.
Yeah.
You know? So like with David Stern, same thing. Like I would have loved to work for the NBA, but it was much funner just being friends with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, the way the format's going to work is there are 4 categories by which each of you are evaluated for the contestants. Pre-game, event, vibe, and follow-up.
Ooh.
Points are important, but I've built this presentation based on the chat, the show, and what the people care about. So it's not the end-all be-all.
Okay.
When you see who has the most points, it doesn't mean the show's over, okay?
Okay.
As I'm going through the dates, Big Cat told me before my first date with Shay, take meticulous notes.
Yep.
So what I can do relatively well is read quickly, and you guys can shut me up when you want, but I have a lot of funny anecdotes to throw in. And without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get to the Shay slide. Oh, sorry. This is the timeline. This is the timeline.
Okay. All
You can
right.
see here the breakdown. So from January 25th to April 21st, I managed to go to a Knicks game with Shay, a Knicks game with B-Walk, a Knicks game with Tank, a Knicks game with Stu, a Mets game with Tank, a Knicks game with Glennie, a play date at Stu's house from noon until 1 a.m., and no one was there except me and his family. A Devils playoff game with Tank. Oh, no, sorry. That was a second Knicks game with Tank. And then a second day at Stu's house where we jumped in the pool. Another good 12-hour session, just me and the fam. And then Glennie, just a night out, which I which was a big wild card. I didn't see.
Yep.
And then last but obviously not least, the poly date with Big Cat, Nick, and Shay at the Knicks playoff game, which was my first Knicks playoff game.
Okay.
That's the timeline we're working with, and we're going to bang through it as quickly as possible.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I like this.
This is good.
This is great.
Each contestant is broken into 2 slides.
Oh,
Your first
man.
slide is the overview. Your second slide, we're going to have a couple of links to funny videos, and then also can open it up to some discussion and whatnot. But you guys can obviously see what's on there. Let me just read some of the anecdotes. And I already told everybody about Shay. So Shay, I'm going to do a little bit less on our first date. I'll do more on the second date you were on. You're the only contestant that's been on 2 official Yak dates. So first, pregame in general, I think one thing about Shea that I really appreciated throughout to this day is he's very responsive. And I probably text him a little bit too much. I'm sorry, Shea, but you're such a nice human being. With that said, when you meet somebody for a Knicks game, I probably shouldn't have said, are you not worried that I could kidnap you? But I also don't think you should have threatened me. So that's where you really got dinged on the points pregame. Otherwise, it was like a really nice time in the wings. But if somebody...
I actually don't think that's a threat. I think it was just a statement of fact.
Well, we're going to get to that, Big Cat.
Yeah.
We're going to get to
I
that.
think that's the only logical response I
Yeah,
had.
I mean, you could beat the fuck out of Jenks, Jay.
Yep. And for the record, Big Cat, I did text Shea very politely when you happened to say that in front of, hundreds of thousands of people and said, Shea, I love you. I don't mean this in an aggressive way, but happy to do rough and rowdy with you if you're open.
Okay.
Shea said, you have nothing to fear unless you try to kidnap me, which was a very cagey non-answer answer.
Yes.
Just for the record, and I told Stu before the show, any physical combat versus Shea, I'm open to with love.
Pound for pound, he's one of the strongest men in the world.
Stephen Shea?
No. Matthew Jenks?
No.
Pound for pound?
No.
148 pounds. He has an 8-pack. Guy benches 250. Big Cat. He's a monster. He's 148 and can throw up 250 5 times.
160, but I like that.
Kyle, thoughts?
That's incredible. You're only 148?
No, I'm 160.
Oh, that's what he... Okay. Yeah, it's still incredible.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Oh, pick up your shirt. Show them your shirt, please.
Please. Yeah.
No.
Have to.
Made a statement. No, I'm back. He's one of the strongest humans alive at this weight. There's no bullshit. I mean,
One
he's
of the
a psycho.
strongest humans
You
alive.
would never think this.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right, yeah, so Che, you'd get your ass kicked.
I mean,
Oh no,
he's a
Che.
monster.
Mamma mia!
Yeah, he would fuck you.
Whoa!
Yeah, he would Che, he would fuck you up.
Looks like a mini Tarzan, really, like legit. When he goes on my pool.
That was funny.
All right,
We'll get into that.
Okay.
Cat's opinions are definitely...
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm a big man to say that he's
You
wrong.
would never think it, though.
No, I know.
Never.
Did you hear how he's just talking about me 3 seconds ago?
Yeah, I would squash you.
Yeah, Kate would whoop your ass.
I
you
would
bitch,
squash
but
you,
it was-
but Jay would not.
So Big Cat rough and rowdy this weekend? Yeah, okay. Moving on. So some of the things with Shea that were consistent going into the date. On his phone a lot. This man is obsessed with his picks. He is obsessed with the data. Also, I think he genuinely believes when he tweets at the NBA that they are taking a lot of weight with his opinions. So
Fixed it last night.
You are it is like funny, Steven, because it's like you're getting what you want, but you're also the biggest Karen in the world.
Yeah.
You do it.
Dude, if you bet with me, my protection is offered.
Okay.
That's just a fact.
That is a fact.
Respect.
going back to the tough guy. Then with Shea, he was a little bit more awkward because my whole thing is Stu knows and loves. I research all the referees before the game if you're like close enough to the court, and then heckle them with love. I look up what their favorite music is, their favorite food, and just scream it at them. Shea was a little bit more quiet and awkward into himself, whereas we'll see with Stu, it was a little bit of a different reaction. And then I also appreciated, post game follow-up wise, Shea again was always supportive, always cool. And even when I poked fun at him when I called in, he didn't go belligerent on me like Nadu, which was nice to see.
Okay.
So yeah, Shea, that's your score, and you're going to be popping up again soon.
Okay.
Any questions or thoughts, Shea?
That's fair. I would say the dinging for the pregame, I thought we had a good conversation, but if it's mainly the threat, I don't feel like there's another way for me to answer that question.
Yeah.
I feel like if Hulk Hogan said that, I would probably have a similar response.
There's an entrapment element there that I think is fair, and I apologize for, but being the data freak that you are, you will like the fact that you have a data advantage in that you're involved in 2 dates.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I will come back to
Okay.
to
I'm
help you.
surprised the vibe being data driven is a 9 out of 10.
Well, it's like seeing a hippopotamus eat, a lion in the water. It's like nature. It's
Yeah,
how
I
it's
guess you're
supposed to
right.
be.
So when you would look over at
Madison
him,
Square Garden, it's beautiful. It's history. He's like 4 rows back. He's like, "Where's that assist? Where's that assist? This
Yeah,
was
he
my
was.
pick for the day."
Yeah, we were there.
Like,
Yeah.
That's a data guy.
Yeah.
The data.
Okay.
Sorry if I'm yelling God.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Next date, yeah.
Next date. Let's move on to B-Walk. So again, B-Walk didn't know about our little background romance. What was the O?
Vibe 7.
7 out of 10.
Let's just dive into that.
Okay, so actually, let's not dive right into that. Can I give the full rundown?
Yeah, go
here?
ahead.
Because I think the pregame here was most special. So he showed up for drinks at Triple Crown with Sass, Nick, obviously B-Walk himself, and then Tommy Smokes, along with 2 producers that B-Walk did not recognize.
Yeah.
And basically, it was a mini guys trip to the bar, which at the time was a great Alex Bennett joke, but probably can't land now. And there were a few things that really pointed out to me right off the bat. First of all, Nick was looking me up and down like a lion sizing its prey, like
Of course.
just eyeballs up and down.
course.
And then that kind of came to fruition when we went out on a date. Like Nick was very warm, very gentle, very sweet. Had no problem sitting next to me like some people.
Yeah.
2 Omegas meet.
And then Lil Sass was just sassing, which I can kind of empathize with. Being 12 years old and talented is a stressful thing, and he was trying to work out all kinds of high-level stuff that I don't think I should bring up. But he had like a whole crew advising him. It was like, it was like,
Oh yeah, what was going on?
Yeah, what does that
Yeah,
mean?
you did have a crew advising.
this was the
you.
vibe. It was like Macaulay Culkin renegotiating Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, wait.
Hey.
There was something going on. There was something going on in your life.
There was.
With Barstool?
Yeah.
I would think so. This is where you work, right?
I was probably just talking shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you were.
No. You were not talking negatively about anyone, but you were navigating like a strategy of what you were going to do. It wasn't-
You had a little inner circle meeting.
Yeah, it was an inner circle meeting, and I
think it was just
Tyler
what
Miller.
we talk about. Oh, I remember what we were talking about. And we definitely cannot talk about that.
Jenks was right.
It has nothing to do with me.
Jenks was right.
Can you text
I
me?
have no idea.
Yeah, I'll text you. You'll be like, yeah. Can't talk about that.
Okay.
Okay. So then going forward, so I would say in a lot of ways, Brandon is probably the biggest fraud in Barstool history simply because he comes across as this antagonist, loves to play the heel, be the tough guy. He shoved a guy in the hallway. It's all just BS. He's literally just the nicest guy, very, very simple, calm. And it was about 5 seconds in, we realized we both love the same book, Playing for Pizza. But all of this stuff is a lot less interesting without Brandon here. We did a lap around the garden before we could figure out our entry point. He moves well for a larger man, struggles on stairs. So when you see Brandon Walker going up or down stairs, I wouldn't even worry about him so much as yourself, because that's a lot of man that could fall on you from
Heavy breathing.
the front or the back. He almost got thrown out in the first quarter, and I'll let Brandon explain that in the next slide, but that was interesting. Take him to see LeBron front row and almost get kicked out in the first quarter. At that point, I couldn't really talk about the refs. Another funny one, he brought up Patrick Beverly to Roan and even brought it up on a Pick'em episode on February 1st saying, yeah, I spoke to Patrick Beverly. Not only did he not speak to Patrick Beverly had no idea who Brandon Walker was, at least at that time.
As would be expected, yeah.
So need to call that out. Couple other really funny things about Brandon. He was literally rooting for both teams. He was like
Did you take the over?
Like a soccer mom. No, he was just super supportive of both teams.
That is
and at some
weird.
point, I turned to him and I was just like, "What are you doing, man?" Like, he's like, "Well, I really like LeBron, but I want to be part of the crowd." It was a very bizarre thing.
Okay.
The other one, if you pulled back up the original B-Walk slide, in terms of vibe, Southern charm, but part of that Southern charm was he struggled quite a bit with math. He was waiting to see if one of his college basketball bets were going to hit, and the game ended, and he was really upset he lost. And then I glanced at it and just, added two numbers together, and I was like, no, you won. And then he was thrilled. He was so excited. So that was a really funny moment.
That's amazing.
Again,
perfect.
for a New Yorker working with a Southern charm type, it was kind of on point. And then some other funny things with him. He doesn't store anyone's phone numbers. So anyone at Barstool or beyond, never feel bad if he doesn't respond. The only one that seemed to be stored was Shay as Nitro Baby. I don't know why.
What?
Maybe Nitro Z.
Nitro Z was his
Nitro
old
Z,
alias
yeah.
at Taco Bell.
I thought it was Nitro Baby. Okay. And I added it. Also now makes a lot more sense that he doesn't call his mother. He might just not have her number.
Right.
Honestly.
Right. Good point.
Other thing he kept doing was taking pictures of people's feet. as people walked by, and they were all wearing shoes. It was a Rex Ryan type thing, and then he couldn't even do it well
He
because
can't pick out shoes on his own.
he kept doing it on video. So, like, he just doesn't know how to use his phone. And I really felt bad for him.
Crazy.
It also reminded me of when we were at the pregame and all the younger guys were talking around Macaulay Culkin, and Brandon turned to me at one point and I was like, what do you think's going on there? He's like, I have no fucking idea. They never involved me in any of these conversations. I literally probably wouldn't even understand what they're talking about if they told me. So just for the crew, maybe try to include Brandon a little more. I think he feels a little left out from the young guns. Sass isn't even paying attention.
Okay. Brandon can't keep a secret.
Sass literally doesn't even know I exist. He's like,
Okay.
who is the man to my right?
All right, next up.
What did I do? I was paying attention.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just busting balls. So
Include Brandon.
all good. We can go to the next slide for Brandon. I think maybe just click on the Space Jam story, which is pretty funny.
Stu, how you feeling?
Feel amazing.
Yeah.
Very blessed to be here right now. I really am. I'm honored. I'm blessed. If you need me every day, I'm doing nothing. Now that I'm not stoned and not overeating, I got so much
For 3 days.
time on my hand.
Do you think? How long do you think this one's gonna last?
Which one?
Not being stoned and overeating.
I don't know. I'm gonna take it 1 second at a time.
All right, that's smart.
I have to be so honest with you.
That's smart.
So is the food harder than any drug or alcohol?
No, the marijuana is the hardest.
Okay.
Yeah, and the marijuana leads to more food.
Correct. The marijuana leads to all the problems: the food, more drugs, spending money recklessly, getting in trouble with my wife. You know,
true gateway.
Having 40 people over the house. You know, $1,000 worth of food, and I just met everybody there. She hates that.
Yeah. Okay.
Jay,
Okay.
if the link's not working, we can. Oh, here we go. Don't ever question
almost got
God.
thrown out. Of the game? Of the game, yeah.
I look cool that
And it's
day.
the damnedest fucking thing because we were saying LeBron, we were perpendicular to the bench, and we were about 10 feet away from LeBron. And when he sat on the bench, we were talking to him, and I were literally saying nice things to him. And security came over and said, "If you do that again, you're out of here." I told him, I said, "LeBron, my kid loves Space Jam too," and
That's tongue in cheek.
security came over and said, "If you say that again, you're out."
Yeah, they knew.
And he knows it.
That's what.
Yeah, that was an insult.
And that was the closest I've ever been to actually getting tossed when you're sitting that closely. So we can move on to the next one. So let's
Yeah.
go to Frank the Tank.
Excited for this one.
Oh,
What
follow-up.
the fuck?
You got
Frank?
tens across the board.
Frank the
Damn.
Tank.
Okay.
So, first of all, Frank, I'm sure you'll never hear this or watch this, but Dan Rappaport wanted me to let you know that he's a huge fan. He doesn't think you know who he is.
Okay.
He'd love to hit some golf balls sometime.
Okay.
Our coworker?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, jumping into it. So, Super Bowl week, ironically,
You're probably right.
this was a year later from when I had humiliated myself. You guys all went off, right? So,
Yeah.
like Big Cat referenced,
Some of
there
us
was
did.
this line I had to straddle of being persistent but not being overbearing. So after Super Bowl week, the Jenks storyline was essentially dead, and reasonably so. You guys have moved on with your lives. I remembered when I did my initial outreach and Shay responded, one other guy responded, Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm actually going to Idaho, but when I'm back in town, I'd love to go. So I reached out to Frank right after Super Bowl week, and he brought me back to life. He resurrected me. So with Frank, the biggest thing I've been asked by people after spending a lot of time with him, we've gone to 5 sporting events, is it an act? Is it all just like he's putting on a thing for the cameras and whatnot? I swear on TJ that it is all 1,000% real, to the extent that when you see Tank out in the wild, and I mean this, it is not nice to go up to him and start heckling him about the Mets, because he actually gets very upset.
Yeah.
You're actually ruining his fucking day or whatever he's doing in that moment, to the point where, and Tank would back me up if he was here, at our last Devils game.
Funny you should say that.
Here we go.
Just stroll by. The coolest strut.
Perfect timing
Just
ever.
a smooth.
He goes.
Smooth.
Oh, he's
stride.
never looked cool. Oh,
At the last Devils game, I turned into his security, where we implemented a rule. Before anybody could approach him, I would say to them, no words, only pictures. And if they started talking, which a lot of them did, I would physically grab them and remove them. And Devil's Security actually said, "You're doing a great job. Let me know if you
Nice.
need any help." So I appreciated that. So into the Tank date. So if you love Tank, he is the nicest human being you'll ever meet. He takes a picture with every single person. Don't be an asshole if you meet Tank in the wild. That's all I'm going to say. He actually does get upset. How did it start? He comes into the bar. I've never met the man before. I'm over at Triple Crown across the street, and he was so hot about how Jeff D'Lo fixes the dozen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
think he said
What a
hello to
moment.
me. He just came in and started saying he sets up all the questions for the young guys. He doesn't know a thing that happened before 1985. It's completely rigged against me. The whole league is a total fraudulent joke. And then eventually, I think he was like, "Oh, I'm Frank," and I was like, "Great."
Yeah, you got the full experience.
Yeah,
quick.
sounds about
Perfect.
Should have been like, do you know where Frank the Tank is?
You're Frank, right?
And he looked up and he smiled and he goes, "Did you see the yak today?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "They tried to get me with a beeper."
Oh, it's beeper
was that
day.
day?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we did get
Yeah.
It's one of the more
Didn't fall
failed
for it.
experiments.
No.
Yeah, that was,
That
a
was
waste of
awful, yeah.
He turned it off on the
$200.
couch and didn't care.
Okay, yeah, he didn't give a shit. I
We
remember
bragged about that. Okay, now let me
We
read
are.
quickly because I need everyone to get a sense of in 20 minutes what Frank and I covered before going to the Knicks game. NBA history general discussion. Discussed Frank's NBA fandom. Discussed this is Frank's first Knicks game at MSG, which I think jail for everyone. You guys are 2 blocks from MSG. Discussed the similarities of Putin and Mussolini. Discussed the NIT. Discussed firing our dentists in New York City because they're worse than crypto scammers. Decided it's time to go to the game. So we really covered a plethora of different issues, which was pretty awesome. And then as we walked down, I had no idea, but we go to the second row, and Spike Lee's right in front of us. And that I literally thought we were on the wood in the corner, and I got really kind of pissed when I saw we were going to be in the second row, and then it was Spike. So as the game starts, somebody in MSG security immediately recognized Tank, came up, gave him a free T-shirt. Great start for vibes. Stu has a security guard at MSG that used
I've met him.
babysit for him named Terry.
Yep.
So Terry came over, and he remembered me from the Shea game, and he goes, "Hey, buddy, you going to give the refs a hard time tonight?"
Oh.
I was like, "We'll see." And he goes, "All right, well, just tell Stu Feiner I say hello. I've been friends with him for 28 years."
Yeah.
I was like, doesn't
I've run into that security guard like 4 times.
He babysat my oldest son, Sean.
Wow.
He was a babysat with my cousin, and that's how I met him. And his roommate fixed the Arizona State college basketball games.
Oh, shit.
But when he called me and told me this, I'm like, come on, what are you telling me? Everybody tells me it's fixed games. P.S. 4 months later, when he got arrested, he was right. But I
Yeah.
didn't believe him when it was happening.
Damn.
Okay, so I gotta start moving quicker. Sorry, Big Cat. Okay, so raw dogging behind Spike Lee at halftime. Quite an experience. Spike stays in his seat, so he very distinctly heard Frank go, "Raw dogging here at the Garden in the second row," and he moved over a little bit and was very weirded out. That was an awesome moment. But then as time went on, he got to hear us yelling at the players. We had a 2-on-1 handicap match versus Marcus Smart. That was awesome. Couple of Frank's best lines. "You're a bigger flop than Ant-Man." Told Blake Griffin that he wouldn't be able to score a point in a retirement league.
Oh,
And,
he's coming up, Blake.
You have to understand he's surrounded by celebrities. So when Frank yells these very random one-off, shots, people look. They're like,
Yeah.
where did that Ant-Man? Like, where did that come
Did Frank acknowledge Spike or other celebrities in any way?
Yes. At the very end of the game, Saquon Barkley was walking by, and Frank put out his hand to TJ, shook his hand, and said, "I'm a Dolphins fan."
Oh, I love it.
Really, that was all he said. That was all he said. And Saquon didn't know what to do with that and walked away.
Who would know what to do with that?
He alphaed
So
Saquon.
funny.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, I walked him down to Penn Station. There were 2, I don't know if they're cops or military, but huge guns. And Tank looks at the big board and everything's delayed, and he fucking lost it, screaming and cursing at New Jersey Transit. But if you were the 2 guys with guns, if I was at the table, we were right in their faces, and he's yelling, and I put my hand on him. I was like, "Tank, maybe can we face the other way, not the guys with the huge automatic guns." So that was an awesome night. And then I'm going to quickly go through the other because there's 5 Tank parts. Part 2 was the Devils game, gave me a walking tour of Prudential. He knows everything. Ironically, it was Marvel night. So a guy's walking toward us in full costume, an adult man dressed as Ant-Man. I'm not even making this up. I didn't know what character it was. So I turned to Frank. I go, "Who even is this one?" And Frank, as the guy's getting within earshot, goes, Oh, that's Ant-Man. He sucks. Guy in full costume stops in his tracks, looks Frank in me right in the eye, and he goes, "Really, Frank?"
I love it.
Frank was.
Knew Frank.
Really hurt him.
That's perfect.
Part 3, we went to the Mets season opener. It was awesome. It was electric. You guys probably saw some of those pictures where like he got mobbed by the fans. It's like going out with Madonna and you take him to a Mets game.
Yeah, it is.
I think the funniest thing to watch Tank do, I don't know, TJ, on the second slide, if you can pull up the Easy Out Escobar easily, but
He's just staring rough in disguise. Easy out, Escobar.
He's got the thumbs up because people are taking.
He's got the thumbs up permanent.
That's
permanently thumbs
And
up.
mounted.
That's perfect.
whenever somebody approaches Tank in the wild, he puts his thumb up like he's the president because
Yeah.
he assumes you want a picture.
Yeah.
It's muscle memory for him.
It just stays
The
up.
visual for people that don't know him of a man sitting in a great seat like that in full Mets attire in a seemingly chipper tone heckling his own player.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable watching the react. People do not know what to do with it. They get completely confused, and Clemmer gives great updates when he goes to the game with them. Sometimes people do get upset. The next one, Tank had me on his podcast. They forgot to introduce me. It was like the first podcast I'd been on for the first 10 minutes. So I sat there like a hostage
That's
person,
amazing.
like literally just
Did they talk to you at all in the first 10 minutes?
Someone realized finally, I think Mikey, after 10 minutes, was like, we should probably introduce our guest. Like Big Cat said, I try to be a go-with-the-flow guy. I don't want to overstep, and I figured it would be a natural opening thing.
Oh, that's perfect.
So that was pretty funny. Then we went to the Knicks playoff game. Were you saying something, Stu?
Oh, no.
So then we went to the Knicks playoff game with my brother. We announced that Stu is a Knicks fan. That did some pretty good numbers.
Frank.
Sorry. The Frank is a Knicks fan. Thank you. That did some pretty good numbers, but really upset a lot of people.
Yep.
I think that's loser talk. If you think that Frank the Tank causes your team to lose, I think you're a loser.
No.
I
It's
think
a Fleming curse.
powerful
It's a Fleming
force.
curse.
It's a Fleming blessing.
Nope, it's
Fleming
Fleming
blessing. I'm going to respectfully disagree, but
Would you want Frank to root for your health and well-being?
yes.
Oh,
If the Fleming curse doesn't exist, how can you explain Hideki Fleming buying an entire strip mall in Nagasaki in 1945?
Because he wanted to set up his family in the future to outperform him.
How can you explain that,
Japanese
He wanted to set up future.
This looks like a sumo wrestler.
So
this is great real estate.
So then part 5, Tank took me to the Devils playoff game. Unbelievable game. They scored 8 goals, second most in playoff history. And again, like I said, I had to take over security. So with Tank, just so much fun. Really appreciate him. And we can move on to the next slide.
All right, let me do Outback real quick, and then we'll fire through the next couple slides. Outback, discover the 8th wonder of the world. Great Barrier Eats at Outback Steakhouse. Great Barrier Eats. Limited time menu at Outback Steakhouse invites you to dive into bold new flavors and explore the best of land and sea, starting at just $16.99. You don't want to miss these new menu items. They have lobster pasta, prime rib plus shrimp combo, Tim Tam brownie cake. Outback Steakhouse even topped the famous bloomin' onion with Aussie cheese fries. We're ready to climb into the bloomy cheesiness. And they've introduced the Mac Daddy of Steak and Mate combos. The new sirloin plus lobster mac and cheese combo comes with a 6-ounce sirloin, lobster mac and cheese, and choice of 2 sides, and starts just $16.99. Check out the new Great Barrier Eats menu at local Outback Steakhouse. Order for delivery at Outback.com. Outback, I think this is the last day they're bringing in food. We love Outback. Outback is phenomenal. Go check out Outback today. Next slide. Who do we got next? We got Stu and...
Next slide's the easiest one.
Okay.
So just look at the data. Sass won't even notice. Don't worry about it. Go to the next one.
Okay. Sass didn't even
Okay,
look
great.
up. All right.
So, Stu.
All 10s.
Stu absolutely crushed it. I'm going to rip really quickly here for Big Cat. So, first of all, Tank introduced me to Stu. Stu immediately texted me, "This is your source, Stu Feiner," and then sent me a 6-second video, cursing, screaming, saying, "Let's go! I'm ready to go to the next game," which was really awesome. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was like a highlight. He also read the David Stern story, did some research on me, which I really appreciated, and invited me to his house in advance of ever meeting me or going to the game.
Love it.
So Stu is just a fearless warrior. I sent Stu the ref breakdowns. When the game time came, he actually drove with his personal driver to my apartment, brought a box of presents, including, nobody's noticed yet, but I'm wearing a R.I.P.
Oh, yeah,
Steve
Steve
Mahalik shirt.
It has every religion around.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
Absolutely gorgeous shirt from a gorgeous man. And he brought me a lot of other.
That's a great shirt.
It didn't. Yeah, I sold it on my website. I think it's on the Barstool
Okay.
store.
All right, we got to get that up.
One of my favorites. So he came, he brought the presents, we went to the game, we had a fantastic time. He met Allen Houston, and then we found out that the referee's name was Eric Lewis. His favorite show was Martin from the 90s. His favorite food was lasagna. We were literally in the second row, and Stu had never seen this in all of his experience in sports. But I stood up very early on in the game, and I yelled, "Hey, Eric, after the game, you want to go back to my place, maybe watch some Martin, have some lasagna?" And he actually turned and smiled.
Which is unbelievable.
Stu, take it from there,
During the
Stu.
play-by-play, he wasn't watching the game. He looked at him. It was surreal.
But then Stu stood up once his eyes lit up when he saw that the referee acted, and he goes, "If you like lasagna, I have the best lasagna you'll ever have in your life." And you know, Stu's voice is insane. And at that point, Eric Lewis completely broke character.
He was like,
and we had him laughing the whole game.
That's
We had him laughing the whole game.
And then all the other players saw it too. So we were right in there. We were right over the Knicks bench. They were laughing at us.
that's
Everyone. It was amazing.
And then quickly, if you want to play on the second slide, Stu yelling at Julius Randle. I don't know if it takes too much with the links. I can just keep going. But Stu was one row behind. We were one row behind the Knicks bench. Stu was acting like Julius Randle's father. You would have actually thought it was his father, the way you
I wouldn't have.
screaming at him with
No chance I would have thought it was
Stu part 2.
Wait, here's.
We love you, Julius. We love you.
You're so close.
Jesus Christ.
Respect.
Mad respect. Oh my God. Julius definitely heard it. He also had a bunch of the Knicks guys laughing throughout the game. Stu was all time.
Love it.
Part 2, he gives me a tour of his house. So I walk in, and Sandy is furious with Stu, which probably happens quite frequently.
Daily.
Because Stu was determined to get the pool up to 88 degrees. It was 35 degrees outside. And what he created was an entire pool evaporating and creating a London fog over his house. So he was
That's how it works?
verbally undressed by his wife as I walked in.
Yeah, the pool's 88. It's outside 31. The water just kept evaporating. I kept having to put hoses in the pool. It was
It was
ridiculous.
one of the funniest arguments I've ever walked in on as a first impression. Like
Oh,
just
so funny.
And Stu's like, "I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry."
Like, it's my brand. She's like, I don't give a fuck about your brand. You'll be living in a pine box. Turn the heat off.
So then Stu proceeded to give me about a 5-hour tour of Farmingdale, almost like he was already dead and it was a life tour of everything. Went everywhere in Farmingdale, including, correct me if I'm wrong, Stu, places you hadn't been in 25 years.
Exactly.
He walked me through every part of his life, which was awesome. And then, I was there for the night. Part 3, again, went back to his place, pool. This is when I saw him put in 250 milligrams and survive, which I think alone is a miracle. EJ, could you please pull up the Stu clip that's 6 seconds long on the second slide? I think it says Stu's ripped. Here we go. Yeah.
An amazing product.
He's holding a.
This is a Canada ginger ale.
It's an air. It's an air.
He's right.
It's an airplane ginger ale. It's an airplane ginger ale.
You're right, though. Those are
amazing.
The best.
Oh my God.
It's an amazing
Especially
product.
when you have 250 milligrams.
So it is true. Stu is built differently, and don't underestimate that man.
Holy
That
shit.
day, I
Stu.
cried of laughter about 6 times. The one other anecdote I had to note was when we went to go pick up food, as Stu was mentioning before. We were getting food for everybody, so we asked for an order of chicken tenders, and the really nice young lady there said, "Would you like 4 or 8?" And Stu turned ghastly white. His face dropped. He looked her dead in the eye, and he goes, "Pounds?" And I literally collapsed on the ground laughing.
When she said that, I was so wasted. I'm like, 8 pounds of chicken tenders?
But like also he wasn't
pounds?
6 to 8.
He was thinking about 4 to 8 pounds.
I was like,
I was like 6 of us.
My wife's going to kick me in the balls the minute I walk in.
With 8 pounds of chicken tenders.
And then sorry, I skipped the part 2, but no, that's okay. That's good. So part 3 was again at Stu's house. We did the pool and the crying laughter, which I just covered. So, Stu, I love you. Blood Brothers, perfect scores across the board.
Amazing product.
This ginger
Next
ale.
up, Glenny.
How do they
Glenny
think
will
of
be a
this?
quick one.
You're the best, Stu.
It really is. So Glenny has been very specific with me about not saying a lot about him or what we talked about.
Did you sign an NDA?
Oh no!
That's the,
Honey, this goes
And
against
what the
everything.
Yeah, no, it's
What
tough.
could have happened?
We're gonna assume the worst.
It's tough. So my first note is that he is a sweetheart, but he's a public figure that lives a private life. And I got to respect that, as I would for any of you if you were like, don't say this or that.
Okay.
With that said, it was really fun hanging out with him. We went out after the game. Can't say anything more. And we went out.
What?
I get it.
And we went out another night, and I can't say anything more.
It's like
You
Leo.
say where you guys went?
Can't say what happens with Leo.
Can't say where we went. Can't say who we were with. Can't say what happened. I will.
He's like Jeter in the gift basket.
Give one.
Yeah, well, we're gonna pry. So were there girls?
No, I can't answer any of these things. At about 2 a.m., I will say this. About 2 a.m. at the bar, out of left field, with perfect hair, looked like he just came out of hair and makeup. Jeff D'Lo just rides in like a unicorn.
He did just come out of hair and makeup.
That's his girlfriend. And he was just like, it looked like he was ready to be live on air. And I was like, it's really nice to meet you. I was like, how does your hair look so good? I was like, it's 2 a.m., man.
It's a haircut every week.
So that's Glenny. He's a great man and not a pervert.
That's so funny that Glenny's entire
He's not a
report
what?
is redacted like it's the
He's not a
CIA.
pervert. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not a
He
pervert.
require you to say that in the presentation?
No, but I think that's what he was trying to tell me in a lot of different ways without saying it.
Got it.
The more you have to reiterate that the less you believe it.
Yeah, like the time when he turned to you and was
Hey, I
like,
wasn't
hey,
a pervert, right?
Yeah, hey, just so you know, I'm not like a pervert.
What's
Well, I
up?
think
I'm
it's because
Nick.
of
I'm not
the
a
Only
pervert.
Stand
I
show.
don't usually act like this.
It's because of the Only Stand show. He doesn't want people to have a perception that he's
Oh,
like a weirdo, and he's not. He's just a really nice, sweet, normal guy. That's
Hey, see that guy over there? He looks like a pervert, unlike me.
Never be that guy. He's
Yeah.
a pervert,
So
not
the
not.
next slide, we're gonna have Katie Hot Pockets cover.
Oh,
What? Kate?
oh,
Katie,
Kate.
you called her that once.
Okay.
Wait, did you go?
Wait, what is this?
Did you go?
We can't talk about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
So Sass missed his slide, but for the guys that didn't go, I created different buckets that are vibe, support, and then potential. So the vibe is, what's the vibe when Jenks came up on calls? Support is how much did you support the idea of me being a continuing figure on the show? And then the potential is what the potential for our friendship could be.
Okay.
Okay, can you walk us through this?
It's pretty good.
I was conflicted because I didn't want you to have to spend time with me because I have low self-esteem, so I get that.
Oh, before you say I get that, I
No.
did want to spend time with you, and I invited you to
No,
the
it's a me thing. You're fine.
Okay.
I did say that as a hot man, and I exploded a Capri Sun earlier. So I stand by it. And potential not being awkward is not possible.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not awkward anymore. Oh, we're
This
back.
is
Hey, I'm having trouble making eye contact.
All right,
with you,
next
Rex.
slide.
As soon as we leave this room, me and Kate have to like look at the ground while we're walking by each other.
Yeah, I especially have. Yeah,
You guys haven't even met yet.
that might be true. I believe that.
Sometimes it's just me and Sass in the kitchen, and I'm like, I should say something to him. Then I'm like,
I think the only time me and Kate have ever spoke was out when we went to the pool bar after the tank race.
oh yeah, and I was on mushrooms.
Yeah, you were.
I was fucked up. Yeah, we'll probably never talk again after this. This has been great, Sass. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, when Sass walked in today, he clearly looked me in the eye, knew who I was, and kept walking.
Yeah.
We were talking to someone. I was like, I'm not going to bother anyone.
Yeah.
Man, I just like you,
Got to get from
Sass.
point A to point B.
I don't know how to make you like me.
It's a mover and shaker.
All right, so let's go to the Big Cat date. Big Cat, Shay, and Nicholas.
Okay. Oh, no.
Six.
Pre-game. Damn.
So, pre-game is the only area where you guys got dinged points, but I also want to be fair here. So, a lot of the pre-game issues were myself because I'm one of those guys that gets to the airport 3 hours early, 2 hours, I'm always like on time or punctual. For a Knicks playoff game, which I'd never been to, I was having a panic attack aside from the fact that I was going to meet Big Cat, and like Big Cat knows I've been bothering him for months, so like I didn't know if he fucking
True.
hates me, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to handle trying to get him to like me, but I'm also low-key terrified that we're going to be late for the Knicks game. That whole thing was a bit stressful. But then Big Cat came in, and I felt bad because you did seem you were very positive, but you were definitely tired. It was a Friday night. You'd been a single cat dad for the week.
Yes.
If I remember correctly.
Yes.
And it also speaks to what a trooper, the boss, is still willing to go on a Friday night, whereas others, kind of a tough look, probably, not the best thing.
Yeah, no, it was. My vibe probably wasn't great at the pregame because I whenever I have to do something at night, like whether it be a stream here, I go home, do bedtime, bath time, all that stuff, and then come back.
You did have my favorite line of all time, though. You said every bar is a gay bar for me.
Yeah, it is.
And Nick, thank you for setting that up, because when we left the bar, somebody said, sorry, Big Cat said that. Whenever I go to a bar, it's like a gay bar because men just approach me nonstop. I am not making this up. We walk out of the bar, take a left. Before we've even left Triple Crown on our peripheral, a man in a deep voice yells, "Hey, Big Cat, I'll suck your dick."
Yeah, that's true. That
did happen. And all just were like, no way, it's actually true.
We talked about, like, if you were just like, all right, suck my dick.
And he was a little teethy, if I remember.
Yeah. Gobbled you
So
up.
that was a bit wild. So then anyways, we got into the game. Shea immediately, again, right on his phone. He was worried about Donovan Mitchell assists over.
Yep.
When it was actually a Knicks-Cavs playoff game. He's worried about Donovan Mitchell's assists. Okay?
We got that overturned.
He did.
That was a heroic win.
I said to Che, I was like, "Are you nervous when the Cavs cut it to double or single digits?" And he was like, "No, I just need 2 more assists from Donovan Mitchell in his Jeremy Lin jersey."
Yes, and which I'll
playoff game. Yeah,
comfortable win the entire.
So Big Cat, I thought, did a fantastic job for the poly date of doing this cup game for shows that involves everybody that I'd never known, where you put in $5. You start with one person. Everybody throws in 5. If you have the cup, the next time your team's shooting free throws, if they make 1 free throw, you add another $1. If they make 2 free throws, you add 2. If they make none, you take all the money. And it's really fun. It also makes free throws electric. My one advice to any friends of Big Cat, if you're going to go to a sporting event with him, make sure you let your significant other know in advance, because you're going to go home with a ton of singles.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's
I think
really
everyone won that game except me too.
Yeah, and Jenks,
I won nothing.
I owe you $2.
Yeah,
actually true.
It is a fun game to play.
Give it to Stu. He's done everything for me. Okay, so with that, somewhere in the middle of the game, Shea took his undershirt off, went sleeveless. I think 5 or 6 people came up to him and said, "Hey, Jeremy, can I get a picture with you?"
Yeah.
And then he then proceeded to battle the NBA commissioner's office for a Donovan Mitchell assist. When that assist finally happened, the Knicks had the game well in hand. We were all celebrating. Nick and I were very handsy, sitting next to each other. You know, like when a big play happens and you have a friend and you grab them?
Oh, yeah.
You're comfortable with them that way? Like you do the physical cut. Nick and I were super physical.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Che's phone distraction about 4 times. Did he ever engage or?
Yeah, he engaged a little bit. And he was sitting on the outside next to me. And
Well, that's because he was sick.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he
That's
was
true.
sitting next to me, and then he started coughing, and I was like, "Are you sick?" And he's like, "No, I'm not sick." Then he sneezed, and I made him sit on the other end.
Yes. Big Cat basically used me as
that part's true. I was not on my phone much until the 4th quarter, when there was an incorrect statistical thing that directly affected my bet and everyone that bet with me. And yes, I was dedicated to the cause from that point forward.
Yeah.
I mean, the bettors, you have to know Shea really cares about you, and he does his best. So that's
True.
That is the bottom line. One of my favorite moments, too, when we left the game, there was a big stoolie that saw Nick. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, my God, it's Nick Tirani. Nick, can I get a picture?" And Nick, without skipping a beat, this is like how quick all you guys are, goes, "Yeah, no problem, man. Hey, Big Cat, can you take this picture?"
Before he did that, I was like, "You have to promise me this is the last picture you take tonight." And he didn't see Big Cat.
I turned
was
to
great.
give his phone
He was
to Big
devastated.
Cat. His soul left his body.
And then I took,
he didn't see.
I took like
the guy.
I took like, the guy was so, he was like, "What the fuck?
What have I
Soul left his
fucking
body.
done?
Yeah, he was so upset at himself. And then, but I did give him, I took like, I don't think I took a picture for Nick and the kid. I took like 15 selfies and handed his phone back.
Did you actually do that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's awesome. So then from there, when we left the game, it was obviously so much fun. They were doing those street interviews where, like, everybody gets riled up. "Ah!" So I wrestled my way into the middle with Big Cat, and Big Cat went up first, and he goes, "I don't give a fuck about the Knicks, but my nuclear whale missile play hit, and everybody goes, yes. So they didn't play that on Street Talk New York because you can't open up with I don't fucking care about the Knicks.
Right.
However, God, can you hit mine?
Oh, you made it.
Oh.
This is our series.
Yeah, it was.
You made contact on every dap while not.
Oh wait, yeah.
Look at this. 1, 2.
Oh. It was a great crowd because you could say literally anything and people would cheer.
Yes.
You just be like, Hitler's a bad guy, but he had some good ideas. Whoa! Everyone going nuts. Like it was
So
just you had to have the right cadence, and everyone would cheer.
You have to do the setup.
Yeah,
feel,
right.
And everyone explodes. Stu, we'll be looking for them tonight. Stu and I are going to the Knicks game tonight.
Oh, nice.
We got to get Stu on that microphone.
Yeah.
I
And
said
your shape is perfect to kind of work through those, the gaps.
I want to see if Matt is a ride or die guy, because I said to him, and I'm ready to do this. Okay.
Yeah, streak.
No,
it's worse.
Julius Randle does not have a real game. Me and Jenks are jumping on the guy and tackling him right on the court.
Can
Okay.
you define metrics behind what would constitute?
He's got to go 25-10, and he's got to play defense for 4 fucking quarters.
If not, we get our asses kicked by
No,
him.
we're going to jail. No, we're going to jail because we're jumping right on the fucking.
Okay.
Oh, I'm tackling him like Van Gundy held his leg, and you're going high, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, well,
So our season will be over.
as we try to
We can
enter.
spend a night in jail. I'll pay bail. I'll get the lawyer. It's like a 20,000 stint. It's a quick bid. It's over. We're doing it.
I could
So it's either listen. This could be your future at Barstool. If you have the balls to do what I'm going to do, then you probably got a job for life here.
You asked Tank, a guy at the last Devils game.
Have you been arrested? Have you been fingerprinted and handcuffed?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
I
enough.
just want on the record, I do not condone this. Please do not attack any players in the name of Barstool.
I agree.
I guess this is.
I agree as well.
Yeah.
That said,
Right. I mean, this is it's not a. It's going to happen.
Okay.
Barstool does not condone this.
Correct. Official line, company line.
Shout out Penn. I don't want you to hold this against me.
Yeah, we don't know Stu. We never met Stu.
Shout
Who
out
the fuck
Ben.
is Stu?
I also am not employed here, so
Yeah.
I'm not a liability at all. Stu, I'll put it this way.
Yes.
If there's ever you and danger, I'll put myself right in the middle.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't care what form of Julius Randle, I could take a hit. Okay, so that was the date. So what we're going to do is pause for a second. We'll show the points breakdown. Again, this is not going to say who wins.
Okay.
Because this is the yak.
Yeah.
And what the people really care about is the wheel.
Yes.
And I don't want death threats after I get off. My phone's been buzzing this whole time, which is not normal for me, probably normal for you guys. Not the biggest social life guy. But what I was thinking is if you break down your guys' scores statistically, throw it in the wheel.
Ooh, I like this.
You make it 1st to 4, unless that's too much.
I know. I like that.
And then the key thing is, Nick said something a while ago that I would like TJ, if you don't mind, to play.
You think so?
I mean, listen to him talking to his brother on his podcast, and then listen to him talking to his teammates. That are black.
What did I say?
Yeah, I guess he is.
At the Super Bowl, or this is.
Oh fuck! I had the wrong time. Hold up.
It's 25-50.
That
Oh fuck.
worried me.
I was already on.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I do nothing crazy here.
Deal.
Jersey Jerry had dinner with them last night,
Yeah.
right? Some of them.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah, he's good friends with Ken.
Friends with Kenny.
Showered at his house. It's just a
That
fact.
that shows that is
Yeah.
that's what makes you become good friends.
Yeah. Pause.
It's very.
So,
Oh no.
I'm in your guys' house, right?
Oh.
He's exempt because he is not part of the yak, and as Big Cat said, nobody at Barstool knows who he is. He's not
Yep,
even really
never met
associated
him.
with the company.
Yep.
But the winner of the Jenks Report will get to choose somebody else to go shower with me.
Oh.
Officially friends.
Oh.
Wet wheel, it's live, and the winner gets to.
God damn
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't believe I said that.
I know you guys are going to hate me for that, but I'm sorry. It's for the
It's
people.
fair.
Oh. Okay.
There's that is the breakdown of points.
This is the
Okay.
breakdown, and this is where Shay's data comes up clutch because he's got 2 slivers.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
First
spin
to
it
4.
1st to 4. Gets to decide who has to go shower with you. So we want to win this.
Yes.
Oh, all right. So I got one. Let's do first to three.
Best of 5.
First to three makes sense. Because I'm just imagining if we all got one and then we have to go.
Could go a while.
Oh. All right. P-Walk's got one.
Okay.
Now, if B-Walk or Tank win, Big Cat, I'm going to lean into your creativity.
Chase got
Okay.
two.
Two, technically.
Yeah.
I know, but just one alone.
One alone.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
All right.
One.
My God.
Okay.
Okay.
Imagine
If they win
That would be
and not doing anything.
That would be so wrong. That's life sometimes.
So,
though.
I don't know shit about the NBA.
Yeah.
It's not like wrestling or something. And
Two.
All right, we got it. I go in with buzzwords. This guy can jump out of the building.
You seemed well versed when you were there.
Huh? Yeah, I
You are
picked
good
it
at
up well.
that.
So I look at you, and I don't even know who shot it. I was like, that's not his fucking shot. You grabbed my arm. You said, yeah, it was.
Won!
They
won! Whoa!
Cat won!
All right. So we have to tell someone to go shower with you?
Is that how this works?
Sounds like it.
I'll pick. You're acting like you've never showered on this show before.
I'll pick Che.
Okay, yeah, I'll pick Che too.
Oh, your mic's off, man.
I'm in this.
Yeah,
I
no,
won.
but Nick and I picked you.
They're picking
it's
you as
two-
the separate entity.
2-1 is the
there's
vote.
There's a separate.
Yeah, we're picking you as a separate
You
entity.
can have a vote as well, big dog.
That's messed up.
You could vote though, Shay, but they would outvote you 2-1.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Che. What's your vote, Nick?
I want to hear what Che's voting for.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I want a tie break. Or you could put it away and,
and
Che could take this.
This is people here today or everybody?
Yeah, people here today.
Oh, okay, so Brandon's
Unless you want me
exempt.
to come back for a shower, I'm happy to do that.
Just a shower break.
Stu.
Okay, great. So we got one vote for Stu.
Stu's the one.
One vote. No, it's fine. He can Stu. One vote for Stu.
I have a tie break on my hands.
One vote for Che. That's mine. Nick.
You're not really supposed to say who you vote for, right?
Okay.
Should I write it down?
Yeah, write it down.
Yeah.
This is.
I don't have a.
Write it down with your words.
Okay, STEVE.
Okay, so it's Stephen Che. So he's the one who's got to go shower.
Sorry, I have bad handwriting.
Okay.
Shay, you ready to do this?
This would be a tough time for me to use that unprotected pick, Kate.
Oh. Oh.
I can take it.
It would be. I'm not going to use it.
Well,
Okay.
But I just want to remind
I
you.
can't take
Yeah, that
it.
was
I
a good
cannot.
reminder.
I just wanted to
Does that
remind
mean
you.
He could have picked Kate, and she would have.
Yeah, she would have. Kate owes Steven a favor, and all he made him
That would be a little awkward back.
Yeah,
a Godfather
way,
offer,
two
where it's like
very
at some
different
point
body
I'm going to
types.
call on you to do something, and you
Yeah.
can't refuse me.
Yeah.
This is
One of
Try.
those.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Eventually.
Okay, so go ahead and go do it.
Oh,
Let's
thank
do
God.
this. Let's make it official.
Oh man,
Hey.
that was a perfect creepy
Go in
ending
that
by
shower
Jenks.
right now.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm not a creep. I
I'm not a
just
creep, but the
Yeah.
loser has to shower.
yeah. You just
Both
like
together at the same time.
Yeah.
just when you think Jenks might be a normal dude, he's like, I want to shower with.
Does anyone have a ruler? Can someone just measure their penises or something? Just
they're not
for
going to take off
fodder?
their clothes.
What?
Oh, yeah. No, they're not going to be naked,
Yeah.
dude.
By the way,
Oh, they're not naked.
Wait, you thought they were gonna
Oh,
get naked?
Right, that's why I got a Woody when Kate name got thrown in. I'm like, can I watch? I'm ready to
Oh,
roll
my
here.
God.
I'm ready to step this up. Let's take it
damn
to the
it,
next
Stu.
level. Let's go, Kate.
By the way,
Going out veterans.
That would have been great for my OnlyFans.
yeah,
That would have been
At
fabulous.
Katie Money Grabs.
Manscaped. Manscaped is dedicated to helping you increase your confidence, level up your full body grooming. Came with Performance Package 4.0. The kit comes with Essential Lawnmower 4.0, waterproof cordless body trimmer, and a ton of other liquid formulations to round out your grooming routine. Whether you're trimming your chest or the treasure chest in your pants, this is the best trimmer on the market. You can even trim an arrow pointing to the promised land if you're bold enough. Inside the Performance Package, you also find the Manscaped Crop Preserver, Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver. No one like nose hairs. I have nose hairs. I use the Weed Whacker 2.0. You also get 2 free gifts, the Shed Travel Bag, $39 added, and the patented high-performance reduced chafing Manscaped Boxers. If you're wearing sandals, you need to get the Manscaped Shears 2.0 Nail Kit. It's all there. Manscaped.com. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code YAK at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code YAK at manscaped.com. Trim your chesticles with the besticles. Manscaped.com. Promo code YAK. Connor, go video it.
I think Liam ran to video it.
Yeah.
I think Liam had a camera.
Oh, they're in there.
Yeah.
Oh, is this wild?
That was great. I mean,
he's a very, very smart human.
Yeah, but he is also a creep.
Well, you know what it is?
But in a good way, like a benign creep.
He is a fan, and the fandom takes him to that level.
Right.
I don't think he's creepy.
No. He's a benign creep. Like having an entire report, which was fantastic. I laughed throughout the whole thing, but have the end be like, I want to shower with someone.
Yeah.
Like he jumped out of there.
That would be a benign creep.
Okay, fair enough. That was creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's not. It's creepy, but it's not bothersome.
But he stood the litmus test. My son Alex.
What test?
Litmus.
Oh, okay.
My son Alex hates everyone. Liked Jenks.
Oh, Jenks.
My wife hates beyond everyone. Liked him.
Yeah.
So in other words, that's never happened.
Yeah, no, he's a great dude.
No, he is a legit.
You know what it is? I'll change the word creepy. It's more like context is needed with Jenks.
Fair. That's so true.
If you watch,
no, you're right.
If you just see like, yeah, he came in, did a report, and then wanted to shower with Che, that is weird. But then when you add the context, it's less weird.
I have a question. If he didn't have that fucking rockin' bod, would that make him creepier if he was just like a pudgy?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely, immediately, yes.
Probably.
Good on him.
Yeah.
They're just showering in there together.
They're in there
They've been in there for quite. They're giggling it up.
So have Connor send you that video, TJ. I want to watch it. I want to watch him
Do
shower.
they have clothes that they change into?
Maybe.
Oh.
Probably not.
I messed up the entire fry topping of the bloomin' onion. Tore that apart throughout the episode.
Oh, I
never had a bad meal at Outback, by the way.
That's the best.
Oh, me neither.
Unbelievable.
The best.
Right?
Yep.
From their Texas toast, from their bread, from their steaks, from their fries, from their veggies, from their desserts. Everything's phenomenal.
From their Texas toast to their bread. That's the whole gamut.
I'm a big bread guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
love
normally I bang out 1,000 calories worth of bread before the meal even comes.
Did you beat Big Cat's record at Les Bernardin?
Le Bernardin. You know something? When he went to Le Bernardin, I've been to Le Bernardin a lot. I've had bachelor parties at Le Bernardin. I've spent well over $250,000 at Le Bernardin.
Holy shit.
In the
Jesus,
90s.
cold?
Lattesse, Le Perigord, Le
cold?
Bernardin were my places 3 times a week for almost 3 years.
Whoa.
I don't know. He ate a lot of bread. When he wants to turn it on, he's a monster eater.
Yeah, when he puts his mind to it. Oh my God.
Wrench.
Whoa.
Jenks is
Wrench.
Probably the wettest.
French.
You guys are the wettest anyone's ever gotten
He
in
actually,
the wheel.
How was
he
it?
hugged in the shower.
Nice.
Oh.
Shout out.
I just got a text
Shout it
message,
out.
Jay.
Yeah, footage.
Oh man.
I'm so naive. I thought it was going to be naked, so I asked for a measuring stick to see how big penises are.
That makes sense, Stu.
You guys are stand-up men. This is.
I called while you were gone. I called you a benign creep. Is that fair?
No, not the benign part.
Okay.
You just get out of the shower with someone.
You know something? I think he's willing to do anything for the cause.
Yeah. No, that's very much apparent. KB, do you have any remorse that you didn't go on a date?
Yeah, I mean, now that I met him and see how charming, down to earth, and cool he is, I think my issue is I'm intimidated by extroversion and social confidence. It feels like I'm
It's always a front.
playing ping pong left-handed
Yeah.
especially when it's in like an extended period of time, like a one-on-one game. Now that I know you,
Wouldn't be like that.
would love to do something.
We can make the next date. We can make the next date at my house with everyone.
Oh.
Love
At
to
my
go
house,
there.
poolside.
12-hour
I'll
yak.
cook.
Stu's
I'll do whatever you
house.
want. I'll do it.
We could do some chicken fights with Shay in the pool.
No two ways about it.
Ooh.
Anything, and I have 2 showers back there too. So we can, if anybody wants a shower,
Tell me.
Shoo.
ready to roll
Ready to roll.
any day.
So I'd
Any
love
day.
any feedback. Would you guys think the report fair?
I liked it.
Phenomenal.
Right.
I liked
out of
it.
10.
Right.
I want to prepare you. I'm sure there'll be some Yak fans that won't like it.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
listen to them.
There's some that like hate me. So
Yeah,
that's
this is this is like a fun, different episode. We do the same episode every day. This is fucking.
the chat.
I liked it.
This is high quality.
No, I'm just preparing you mentally because I know that there are people that like they just want an exact yak to their particular liking every single day, and it's like we do like 10 hours a week every single week. It's always going to be different.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was great.
Can I ask you something? Do you think that people, Big Cat, are going to be jealous of Jenks? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, there is some jealousy probably.
That's
Oh,
jealousy.
yeah.
Shout it out.
Oh.
Shout it out.
Oh, nice.
That is true friendship.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, look at this. Little, you get my back, I get yours. Oh. Hip.
The Titanic! That was fucking great!
Oh, fuck.
Jakes, why don't you grab a cocktail?
What are those?
You squeeze the shark.
Only
Said
put half the shark.
only
in.
half.
Put half the shark in.
It's grenadine in there.
It's a lot of grenadine.
Red grenadine.
Sass, I want to see you try.
feel
I
like
want
this
to see you go
has
for the
to be a
Capri Sun
trick,
one
but
more
I'm
time.
gonna go
No, they told us to
Now,
show it
how
off.
many sugies?
I think New Amsterdam's in there.
Amsterdam.
Only pour
Half the
it'll
shark.
be bitter. It won't taste good.
Squeeze the shark.
Half.
There you go.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Right.
Science.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Put it in the
I'll
other
put
one.
it in the other. Put it in the other one. Do we have Portnoy's crazy ass on tomorrow?
Yes.
I asked him if he'd come on tomorrow. He said he should be around. No, you're not out tomorrow.
Oh.
Sass, that was bold, man.
Stu, did you have a input on the debate yesterday?
I mean, I literally, like, for example, I asked 60 people. All 60 said, no way, no prayer. He's never selling out anything because people, like, exactly what does he do? He's not actually funny. He does pizza. He's very rich, very good looking. But if he ain't going to show his penis and talk sex stuff, what actually are we talking about here? No one cares about he's going to shred people. No one cares. But you talk sex, I think he sells the place out in a hot second. Sex sells on any level. And what? He's the king. He's the greatest bachelor ever. I mean, you know, in reality, he's the greatest living bachelor that people know, I think. And that's the bottom line. And I would like to hear about the conquests. You know,
That's all you.
I mean, I think that sells.
But like, how would he describe them on
That
stage?
would be the weirdest
What do you mean?
event of
He
all
would say
time.
when I was 14 years old.
I don't think that's
My
the event.
virginity was busted. When I was 15 years old, I started banging. When I was 16 years old, I started
Standing ovation.
People are just like hollering.
people's throats. And when I was 18, I was sending dick pics to every woman in the country and I had a line out my fucking door. Shout it out!
Did you use like a Kodak camera back then?
Yeah, there were no phones.
No, no phones.
Yeah.
So like for a dick pic, what would you take a
It
Kodak?
was just flashing people.
Flash it!
Yeah, in real life.
Well, really, his pants are so tight, you pretty much can see every single piece of his cock. I mean, what are we talking? Let's
So
talk
no
reality.
chance selling out MSG.
No, I didn't say no chance. My opinion, yes. I asked 60 people. I asked 8 ticket brokers because I'm like, I'm gonna fucking open for this man. But here's the bottom line. So let's say he sells 12,000 seats and there's 6,000 left. I asked Andy. I said, I'll never let this cocksucker be embarrassed. I'll buy the other 6,000 seats. So there's no fucking. I got a commitment from Sandy, and I can spend like $300,000 buying tickets. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm retired now. She's retired. What am I gonna do with my money? I'm gonna piss it away. I would buy 6,000 tickets for Dave Portnoy to make sure that motherfucker sells out.
Okay.
I'll die before.
You didn't think about that, Sass.
I'll die before he
The
ever gets
argument is
embarrassed.
settled.
Yeah.
Even though the guy wouldn't even hug me and kiss me today.
Oh, I
went-
know. That was
what is
sad.
that about?
That was sad.
Listen, first 3 years of the show, he hated when I was on the show and I kissed him. He's not a male kisser for me, at least.
No.
Who is a male?
Have you ever hugged him and kissed him?
I kissed.
You're a male kiss?
Well, you could show the clips.
I hug and kiss everybody.
Dave, show the clip. Dave.
I'm old school. I hug you, I kiss you.
Dave completely
No.
stiff armed.
He's very strong. That stiff arm was strong.
Yeah.
That wasn't like a soft strip arm. That was like Stu. If
The man
you're
child.
close to me and it's a hug. That was a point.
See?
All right, I love you. How you doing?
Good.
Look, it's Stu Feiner. He's a living legend. He's the source.
See everything.
Well, yeah, he's
clean.
the source.
Oh.
You gotta kiss the source.
I'm a hug and kiss
That's
guy.
confident.
Yeah, you are.
I
Yeah.
always am. Always am forever.
Yeah.
You know, because whatever, you got to spread love. You know, I mean,
Agreed.
if you like, because a hug and a kiss is it's very invigorating, but it's very uplifting. You
Yeah.
feel good, endorphins,
Human
and,
connection.
You know, right? Exactly.
Hugging in the
and
shower.
and
Yeah.
it's no bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And Dave's not a male kisser. What a loser.
But I mean, have you ever kissed him and hugged him?
No.
Like literally.
No.
So when you guys scored out, you made your.
I guess I've hugged him.
You didn't hug him and say thank you.
No, he's
Let's be
not.
honest,
He's
Big
not a
Cat.
touchy guy. I guess I've.
Is that true? He's not a male touchy guy.
No, I've hugged him in like March Madness, like buzzer beater.
No, I'm not. That doesn't count.
Yeah, because that's like spur
that
them up.
doesn't count.
No, I didn't. No.
Not even just a kiss on the lips.
Every now and then I'll like.
Stu looks shocked.
If I haven't seen Dave in a while, I'll go to shake his hand. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Is that true?
Yeah. I know he's not a toucher.
That's so wild.
I always hug you.
No, every time.
Yeah.
I love hugging people. I feel that, that's
energy.
what I got to give. Love, energy, positivity, humanity.
Winners.
Life is so hard.
What were those?
People are struggling so bad. Even we all are struggling. That
Yeah.
a hug, can I give you a hug? Because it really helps life. It I don't know. I'm wild. I'm weird like that, but I really believe that. I really fucking believe that.
Why don't
You ever
guys
had a
do
bad
nice
hug?
Group, big group hug.
What were your
down
picks
the
again?
show? You know?
Miami.
Marlins, Phillies, Brewers.
Brewers are down 4-1.
Who are they playing?
The Dodgers.
What inning?
5th.
Hey, at least you remembered the pick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sharp.
We got to get you back on. You've been
Plenty of game
cold.
left.
That's what you told me.
Been struggling.
All right, but that you always bounce back.
Yes. No. I
The
do.
bounce back kid.
Can I say something? And you were witness of it. My August through January football season, college and pro, was the best that anyone's ever had
Phenomenal.
ever.
It was phenomenal.
I won every week.
Stu, what was your mortal lock record?
15-4-2.
It was insane.
78%.
It was insane.
So, the reality was, and Alex said it, he says, God, are we going to struggle during basketball? Because you can't win for 12 months straight.
Nope.
Reality is I came back to earth. So I need to get hot right now. And I have not, because let me tell you something. Favorites have been winning.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
every week.
That's why you haven't been winning, is because I think favorites are on like a 10-1 run in NBA.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You just lay the number. You don't even, and that's not how I
love
work.
the Warriors tonight.
Laying the number, the big number.
I think the Lakers, if they go down 10 early, they're going to pack it in.
And again, that's an incredibly public play, but it's been winning every day.
Right.
It's been winning every day, so I can't say no. It's very difficult to take the number right now.
Yeah.
Kat, do you think it's a funeral tonight for me?
Yes. I think the Knicks are. Julius Randle is bad.
I feel like they can only get better, no? Or is that just...
No.
Can I ask you something? When I watched the Miami Heat setup, okay, and they have a plan.
Yes.
Every possession.
Yes.
Best coach team
What the fuck is the plan for the Knicks? Give Jalen Brunson, give it to Randall one-on-one, and if you get stuck, pass the ball.
Well, I think the Knicks also struggle on the fact that they're not that good.
And they're not that good half court.
Right.
They're good breakout, dunk, three, but they're not. Listen, they've been exposed. Although I don't think the Knicks getting undressed by the Heat is an upset, even though they were favored in the series. That was their wrong when they just pissed on Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They just pissed on a real.
To the Elite Eight.
I agree.
Knicks have athletic freaks. Every dude on that team can jump out of the fucking
I already
building.
confirmed that. No, it's oh, also, Big Cat.
Is Quigley playing tonight, by the way? I'm sorry, Jenks.
I don't think so.
Jesus, that so hurts
Playing
us.
so badly, anyways.
That's so.
Quigley?
I do want to own
Emmanuel Quigley.
an apology.
Emmanuel Quigley. I forgot about Emmanuel.
Yeah, and he was great. He was the sixth man of the year, right? He should have won that sixth man of the year award, and he didn't, but he should have.
That's probably what ruined his playoff performance. But on our date,
it's Quiggs.
I very awkwardly
Quiggs.
turned to
Yeah.
Big Cat at one point and was like, "So how should we
Yeah.
get a picture?"
Oh,
of
that
the
was
president
bad
on
That was
your
bad.
part?"
Yeah, Jenks said at halftime, he was like,
I thought Big Cat might never talk to me again because he called me out to my face.
yeah, well, you said it. You were like, well, we need like a picture or something for the or he's like, how do we get something that we can put in the slideshow? And I was like, dude, if you want a picture, let just
and then I watched the next yak and he just shitted on me. Yeah.
No, I had a great time other than that one moment.
Hey, man, that's a weird way to ask for a picture.
That was the only because we had been sitting together for half of basketball, so it's like, who cares if we take a picture?
Well, I just should have said, "Can I take a picture?"
Yeah, should we take a picture?
To be honest, though, it was real that I needed a picture for the presentation, but you're right. I was using it in a very awkward way.
He's just been like, let's take a picture. I've been like, yeah, let's take a picture. This has been a fun night.
When you're
I had a very fun
older
night.
man, you just got to ask.
Yeah, the Mecca was electric. It was a lot of fun. Look at that. Look at the guys just hanging.
Solid picture.
Yeah, Nick's got his cup of ones right
The
there.
T-shirt
Yeah,
does make
people
me
were
look
curious.
puny.
Everyone was wondering, like, what is that? Why does Nick have ones in his Pepsi cup.
Yeah,
One person was just like, Nick, is that a cup of ones? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Playing the free throw game.
It's your problem.
Oh, the game's
Ask me a
very
better
fun.
question.
It's you have to do so. Like he said, everyone puts in $5. I play it in baseball too. Everyone puts in $5 and you pass the cup for every free throw shooter. Doesn't matter the team. If he makes both, you got to put 2 in. If he makes one, you put 1 in. If he misses both, you get the whole cup. And if anyone gets fouled and shoots 3 and they miss all 3, if you're holding the cup, you have to give $100 to everyone.
So you have to imagine the most boring part of the game. Big Cat turns into the most exciting
fun.
part of the game.
Yeah.
And then when they miss the first free throw,
You're rooting against your own
electric
team.
'cause
Yeah.
they don't actually win money on two missed free throws.
Yeah.
Like they'd miss, like Mitchell Robinson would miss 2 free throws. We'd all be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, there you go. You get the whole cup.
What's going on?
Fun. It's fun for baseball too. All right, should we spin the real wheel?
The real wheel.
Yeah. How cold are you right now?
I'm fine.
You're fine? Ugh, I can't
Jenks is
imagine.
built different.
Freezing.
I'm honestly, Stu. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Oh no. Oh.
Stu and I firmly agree, and Stu, correct me if I'm wrong. If we were born in the same era, and specifically were at the same age in the 1980s, we would be billionaires. If the two of us.
Yeah.
Power couple.
Stu was on the way to being a billionaire, and then the internet happened.
Yeah, he needed me.
Who could have thought that was coming?
When Stu tells it, it's like the saddest story.
Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah.
A hell of a story, though.
The
and a hell of
internet
a
just
comeback.
took your whole business.
Someone's gonna have to eat this honey right now.
No, I think we just do it on another episode.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Put
excited
Brandon and
about
Roan
this.
on there too.
Yeah.
No, it'd be like to start an episode because it
Probably
makes no
can't have
sense to
Kate
eat
on
at
there.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, take Kate off.
Can I just, if it lands on me, can I just pick who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Me.
so cold all the time. That's why you asked if I'm cold.
Yeah, I couldn't handle that.
Are you guys flirting?
All right, eliminate her.
Dude, she's got a family. Come
Who's your white whale outside of
Yes.
this crew to go to a game with?
Oh, fucking A.
on. Probably Michael Jordan.
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
I haven't gotten eliminated first in a long time.
At Barstool.
Feels good.
He was the white whale. To be honest.
No, outside of the Yak crew.
I mean, obviously, if I could hang out with Portnoy, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Roan's off. Roan would have hit
Outside of him.
Honeywell.
I honestly love Barstool. There's so many. You guys have a lot of really awesome young talent here that genuinely makes me crack up. So whether it was like Tommy, whether it was Keegs, whether it was Caroline, whether I tried to DM all the.
There is some like about video guys and behind the scenes guys who were saying, I wish I had the opportunity, but he would never want to go with me.
I mean, I invited Memes. I wrote
Yeah.
Memes at DM because he picked the Knicks, I think, to like win the title on a PMT episode in the middle of.
Yeah, he's a Knicks fan.
But he didn't. He never viewed it. I don't think. Much less.
He gets a lot of DMs.
I'm sure. But KB, to your point, no, I'm
No.
not just.
Wouldn't take the soul.
Doesn't just have to be the.
I mean, no. I said there's one. You gotta have one person you would want above
No, I'm
others.
saying no to the notion that I wouldn't want to go with
That was
somebody
rough.
behind the camera.
Right there.
Oh yeah.
I feel
love-
bad
I
that
love the
Rowan
whole
missed
crew.
the Sixers game last night. Well, not that he missed it, but
Oh boy, Chase, Sass, or KB
Eat
gonna
it.
eat
I would love
psychedelic
it.
honey.
Love it.
It's psychedelic.
Yeah, it's like the Nepalese honey.
I feel like
Oh
this might,
no, KB.
I think this could kill Sass.
2 more questions.
Sass, how you feeling?
Fine. I don't really know what it is. So.
All right, so best set first one to 4 gets doesn't have to do it.
Makes your brainstem vibrate.
Che is nervous.
Always a good thing.
Yeah, Jay on the wild honey.
Oh, Che on the mad honey.
Drink is delightful.
Yeah.
Good drink.
Oh, it's like
Made this.
Donnie brought it back from Mount Everest, and it's
Oh my
like
God.
they say it's almost like a psychedelic effect, not quite, but it makes
Yeah.
your body. Donnie took too much and threw up for 3 hours.
1-1.
There's like specific bees, whatever plants they're taking from there, the honey they make is supposed to like. It's like the only place in the world where the bees make honey like this that makes you like.
2-1 Sass.
You said it just made them burn inside and then vomit.
Sass, I think you'd enjoy it.
Doesn't sound fun.
No.
It's terrible.
Wait, so it's just
Burn
natural
inside
honey?
and vomit?
He
Yeah.
said it was like his whole body was full of icy hot.
Yeah, it's natural honey.
And then he got sick for 4
Well, I understand why people take it now.
It's not like drugs.
It isn't?
No, it just might make you feel that.
Oh.
It's like a natural.
Jenks, do you ever change your clothes?
Yes.
Oh, that's
3-2.
Came prepared. I even had a change of shoes in case I didn't know if we had to shower with our shoes on. I couldn't remember.
Shanks even brought some marriage licenses in case anyone wanted to get married to him.
Like, I was wondering what that lube was in his backpack. What the fuck is that?
All right, Che, Mad Honey at some point.
Tough episode for your boy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're taking it like a man.
Jay, I'm so sorry, man.
Please
You
do it
never
tomorrow,
should've
man.
Shout out Za, by
wanna
the
see
way.
you do
Shout
it.
out, happy birthday, Za.
We'll
Late
talk to Donnie. I don't think
Zaz, today your birthday, man?
Zaz, your
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah, thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Hey, Jake's nothing on Zaz's birthday. Nothing
Dude.
for him.
It's on me, guys. That's on me.
Za,
would've
is it
got
your
you a
birthday
cake.
today?
Yeah, 30 years today. No, it's not my birthday.
Jeez.
When was your birthday? Like last week or 2 weeks?
No. I was 2 days after Christmas, December 27th.
I saw something.
Oh, you saw him saying some other guy had his 50th birthday.
Oh, I thought it was him, but I said
Oh,
he
yeah,
doesn't
that
look
was
50.
yesterday.
Oh, I thought that was you.
Terrible for a
See, I can't read anything properly. I'm 62.
The
I
Stu
get
Feiner misinformation
Oh,
machine
it's
is
so
the best.
wild.
The best.
We had a
I'm
guy.
like, I run to Alex. I'm like, Alex, look what just happened at Barstool. He's like, you're a fucking idiot. 3 years ago. Look at the fucking timestamp, you moron. My son calls me a moron 5 times a day. My wife calls me an idiot 5 times a day. That's
Very fun to watch.
KB, you had two other questions you said?
How much time are you devoting to your abs as far as the workout? And or is it more just diet?
Good questions.
It's one question.
No, but you're just putting attention on my abs, so it's a good question.
Yeah.
10 minutes of yoga and stretching, 2 miles every day, 40 minutes of lifting. I don't like cheese.
40 minutes of core workout?
My only rule in the gym, I can't stand people that are on equipment and not doing anything other than the actual exercise. So my golden rule is you just never stop working. So for 40 minutes, it's not like, oh, I'm hitting these muscles today. You just go. And then
He eats clean, to answer your question.
Then I
He eats squeaky clean. You don't look like this unless
Right,
you're
that's what I
squeaky
figured. That's
clean.
mostly what
It's
it
8% body fat.
I sleep eat though, so I'll walk
8%.
around and eat Cliff Bars.
Hell, that
Up to a mess.
Do you actually?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
That's crazy.
It's actually quite dangerous too.
Yeah.
Like a joke.
That's nuts.
And your brother.
Oh yeah.
That was him. He did the Life
Andrew
of Jenks.
Yeah, Stu's met him. He's honestly, first of all, the best big brother in the world. Love you, Andrew. Love you, bro. Second of all, he did World of Jenks. He dropped out of NYU Tisch as a freshman because he figured if these guys are teaching about how to make movies, why aren't they just making movies? Which was pretty arrogant, but he then went and made a movie, and it sold.
How did he get into
HBO.
that?
He just always loved making films. Like when we were kids.
How did he sell it to HBO?
So it was a good fucking movie. It's called Andrew Jenks Room 335.
Oh, this is before
HBO
the
doesn't
show.
buy shitty ones.
Okay.
So that's the good one.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he did the Zen of Bobby V for ESPN. My probably personal favorite one is called Dream Killer. All of these things are on like the major streaming services. That's a documentary about a guy that got locked up for 10 years for a murder based on somebody that said it was from a dream. It's a crazy story. And he was in jail, and the only person that didn't give up was his father. And it's the most incredible story, so I would recommend that one too.
Dream Killer?
Holy shit.
Sounds good.
And then that's all before the show.
No, this was all after the show.
After the show.
Well, one movie was before and then
Got it.
several after, and he's working on some big stuff now. So
Cool.
When did he go to Japan for Bobby Valentine's thing?
That must have been that's when I was living in Italy, so like 10-ish years ago.
Nice. He lived in Florence for 4 years.
Wow.
That is a crazy story. I just looked it up. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
It's on Netflix?
Yeah.
It was. I would have to double check. Andrew will probably kill me, but yeah, if it is, it is. It's on one of the major.
Might be on Apple TV now and Amazon Prime.
Thank you, Big Cat.
Yeah.
It's a really good one though. If you're into that sort of
Shit,
stuff.
it's got good ratings too.
You know, I'm not lying.
Very into
it's
that
actually good.
Might watch that tonight.
All right. Well, thank you, Jenks.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it. It's
Jenks.
been a joy.
Woo.
We accomplished
Well
it.
done.
Have fun with Stu tonight. Stu, thank you for coming.
An honor and a
today.
pleasure. God bless.
You
I
are the
love
best.
everyone.
Good
We
vibe.
should do a yak at your house. We'll talk about that.
Any time, any day, anything. I'm ready.
Okay.
7:24.
What's the temperature of the pool though?
It's a perfect 88, 88, 88, 88.
Because last year I went and it was 89.
I know, because it was super hot outside, and it pissed me off. I was throwing ice cubes.
Oh, you
I had
were.
I had my cold hoses.
Yeah.
It was off brand, and I was shamed.
Yeah.
I was humiliated, and I owned it though.
You did.
The first thing I said to you.
You texted me and I thought someone had
In
died.
anticipation.
You're like, I want to tell you
Didn't
something.
want to break your heart.
So that when you get here.
I just hear Sandy's voice of, Stu, why is the fucking London fog over our house? it's just trying
my
so hard to get
brand.
88 degrees, you know?
All right. Well, thank you, Jenks. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Maybe Dave on the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sass.
And Shay's gonna be tripping balls.
Yeah. All right. See everyone tomorrow.
What is the act? It's the act.
Happy birthday, Zaw. Love you guys.
Thank you.